Hey everybody, welcome back to what is potentially our final episode of this campaign.
Ever?
Episode 9.
We're going to stop playing with each other?
Dun, dun, dun.
Do I have to find a new table? Is that what you meant?
You guys have
are
been
kicking
playing
me
with
out.
each other?
Only you.
Okay.
We actually are getting a new table.
Hey, we will. For Little Dungeon.
Little Dungeon.
That's where we sit. We call it Little Dungeon.
What a stupid name.
Anyways.
There's no T in it though.
Yeah.
You said little.
Lil, it's
No,
Lil.
I said Lil.
Yeah.
The second time you said little.
Oh, sorry.
Get it together.
Semantics.
Anyways. How's everybody feeling? How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I feel terrible.
So good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is your shirt on backwards?
No, I'm just.
Oh, no, it didn't. Okay.
You just swole.
just strong.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah.
He had a
Oh, yeah.
nipple relocation
Yeah.
surgery.
Isn't it-
I go to a personal
Center of
trainer
your
now.
forehead was
That's
a
good,
choice.
yeah.
Yeah, Russ and I actually coordinated outfits today. It's a
Wow.
couples thing.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
They are slowly starting to look alike, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're airtight.
Shaved head, they got
I was gonna
beards.
say
Yeah.
Tash and I have too much hair for this table, and not
just
enough
realized
beard.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
So,
Well, I don't know about the beard
Cool.
part. No,
I'm working on it. Okay, I'm trying.
You're doing so good.
we're proud of you, Chelsea.
Thank you so much.
Meow meow.
Meow meow.
Meow, meow, meow. Yeah.
What?
Sticker wrap.
Yeah. So I guess it's a good time to give it a shout out. You know, we've had some good times this campaign. I've enjoyed myself, and our snacks have been delicious. And
Amazing.
Thank you, Dwayne.
you know, it's also really great to have sponsors that we do. So maybe we should give out a shout out to some sponsors real quick before we get
go for it.
started.
Yeah. I actually wanted to give a little impromptu shout out to Co-work.
Yeah.
You've actually supplied the little dungeon for us
Yeah.
to play in.
Yay,
Yeah,
co-work.
the
Yay.
space.
And
whole thing,
just
yeah.
want to say, we really do genuinely appreciate
Yeah, we
that,
appreciate
and
it,
I
yeah.
think you do need a shout out. And everybody, check out Co-work if you
Thanks, y'all.
you need a place for a boardroom or you're looking for an office space. You can be right next to Dwayne potentially,
Yeah.
which would be amazing.
Hey,
Live and in person.
And it's a beautiful building. It's got everything you need. And check it out. What's the address and what's the best way to contact Co-work?
38 Victoria Crescent.
800.
Yeah, 38 Victoria Crescent downtown, basically next to the Queens.
Yep.
Everybody knows where that is.
Right.
And inputcowork.com is the easiest way to get a hold of us. You can book a tour.
Inputcowork.com.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Okay, and next up, I want to talk about the people that supplied our lovely stickers.
Yes.
They
Let's do it.
give us some great stickers, and that's sticker wrap.
You got a design that's so good you just have to turn it into a sticker. Or maybe you're the kind of person who wants to slap your logo on everything. Your sword, your shield, your spell book. Well, Sticker Wrap has you covered. With Sticker Wrap, you can create custom stickers in every finish imaginable. Glossy, matte, holographic, you name it. The super easy to use editor lets you upload your design and tweak it in minutes. Need a little extra sparkle? No problem. With glitter or holographic finishes, your stickers will shine brighter than a bird's charm. So, what are you waiting for? Head over to Sticker Wrap and use the code CRITFUM20 for 20% off and start slapping your designs on everything. Just don't put one on your dragon. They might get too attached.
Yeah, sticker wrap. I still have them on my phone.
I don't
have
know
them
what
on my
accent. That was
laptop.
somewhere
It
in
was a
between
good one.
Liverpudlian and Yorkshire.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked
Yeah.
it. It was good. I appreciate your accents.
Thank you. I work at them.
I can tell.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You work at his accents?
I do my best.
Oh.
Should see his tongue.
Wow. All right. Bastions?
Put your tongue back in your mouth, please. Thank you.
Yes. He's not sure if it goes back in.
How's your dice?
Good.
Good. Mine too.
Thanks to our dice
That was my
sponsor.
smooth
Yeah,
segue
yeah.
into our dice
seamless.
sponsor for this campaign. Yo, adventurers! Your dice feel dead? No spark, no soul, just plastic and dread? Then listen up, it's time to upgrade. Witch Hazel Dice got that magic made. One dude, one cat in Victoria's Miss. Crafted by hand, not a single die missed. Painted inclusions, pop art flair, a little occult in every pair. Each one's unique, no factory clone. These dice got vibes, got soul, got tone. So crisp, so clean, they look like a snack. Don't take a bite, the gods might smack. Feast with your eyes, not with your teeth. They're built for crits, not for eats. Peep the magic at witchhazeldice.com or at witchhazeldice. Come get some. Retire them basic ass math rocks. Quick. Roll like a legend. Roll witch hazel slick.
What annoys me is you wrote it. It's written out as a rap, and you didn't rap.
I was just gonna say this sounds like a rap.
Yeah.
I'm looking over it. It looks like a rap.
Nope.
There's no cash, or money.
I could hear it. Money.
Next time I'll pre-record it and then I can do a rap.
All right.
Okay,
When I'm not in my booth, it's not the same, you know.
That's fair. Yeah, it's not fire.
Disappointing.
Anyways, witch hazel dice, they're
I do
sweet.
love my witch hazel dice.
And yeah, thanks,
Yeah,
Witch Hazel
thank
Dice.
they make-
you.
I got mine.
I don't know
here.
where mine is. I lost mine.
What?
Oh, there goes mine.
And
Oh, I get
Yeah.
twins now. Yay!
No, that's my L. That's my.
Oh,
level.
it
Why did it
is.
bounce so much?
Oh, I don't want this dice. I rolled a 1.
Don't lose it in the crack.
Oh,
Whoa!
That's the best roll that dice has seen.
Sean threw into your dice tray from 5 feet away.
I can throw into. I can roll into his too. Look. What'd I get? Anything good?
You don't want to know.
You're so bouncy. You're such a bouncy roller.
Got any questions for us today, Daddy? Or are we figuring them out?
I do.
Daddy,
No.
Daddy, may I have a question?
May I have a question, Daddy?
Smack it with me.
I have.
What? Isn't that a British thing that you say? Smack it with me?
I think it's a posh wank.
in my 24 years of living in England, I've never heard anybody say "smack it with me."
Daddy.
Daddy. Yeah.
Weird, because when I was there, I said it all the time to people.
Yeah, but that went
I
down
thought it was
really
like,
well.
hello. You'd be like, hey,
And then you
smack
thought-
it with me.
You thought people stabbing you was like a fun thing that happened. Yeah, okay.
All the flesh wounds were part of the experience. London. Yeah, I do have a question, but
Meow meow.
does anybody have a question for me?
Left or right?
Left.
Center.
Yep.
I'm
Me
good.
too.
All right.
Yeah.
My question is.
I have a question.
Oh, okay.
Did we level up?
No.
Did you?
I
Can
hope
you?
not.
Or can you? Was the West?
Right
Did
now.
you or can't you? You
Did
were level
we?
12.
Did we or can we?
You are level 12.
Mine
Follow-up
says
question.
level
Did I
13.
get inspiration?
You may not. No, fuck no. What do you get inspiration for?
You asked if we had questions.
Yeah, and here
Never
we
hurts
are.
to ask.
Yeah.
I know. I give you an answer.
Okay.
Thank you.
If we ask a good question.
What did you guys all say to the Devouring Will? Get fucked?
Yeah.
Get fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, we should get new shirts.
Get fucked.
Yes. My question is normally around D&D, and I guess in a roundabout way this one is, but I had a weird couple weeks. Just, busy, little overwhelmed, some things not going so great, and we all have those moments, and I was doing my prep, and I had this moment where I realized that this is one of the moments I really look forward to. And I actually feel myself getting choked up a little bit right now.
I need a fart.
It's like a reprieve from the busy life that we have, right?
Yeah.
And it's the escape.
It's called
and
escapism,
totally. So it's like, I guess my question is, and maybe everybody
Is the question going to be, do you hate your spouse?
Yes. No, I had nothing to do with that stuff.
Wow, that was immediate.
yes pretty quick.
Wow, okay.
Sean's like, yep.
Might want to start editing this podcast.
They don't listen. My question is, and it's probably similar to mine, but maybe everybody's different. Like, what does everybody else do as their? I'm hesitant to call it an escape because I don't want it to feel. I personally don't feel like this is an escape. It's something that I get to reward myself with. I look.
It's almost like a
forward.
pause.
Yeah, and it's like creative. It's an outlet, right? So I'm hesitant to call it an escape, but this is definitely one for me. It's like it centers me in a different place, lets me stop thinking about some things that haven't gone great, and pulls me back into a happy place with my friends, which I really look forward to.
Are your friends going to be here? Or?
No, I mean they couldn't make it. So
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
close enough.
We'll play anyways.
So what is it? What does everybody else do? Is it the gaming? Do you go for hikes? Do you eat a cannabis gummy and watch movies? What does everybody do that is there? How do you reset from those weeks?
That isn't this?
Yeah.
Or are we allowed to say this?
I mean, you're allowed to say this, but like,
But it's been taken.
but it's been taken.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've got nothing. I just stare at the wall and hope to die.
I talk about this mostly. That wasn't my real answer.
Yeah, anybody can go. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I won't. We don't have to force a certain.
Ladies first.
I have kind of like a couple of things when I'm needing like a less sort of like jaded perspective on the world. I really like focused time with my kiddo because everything's just so cool and magical for her, and just sort of reminding myself to step back. So that's really nice. I also really love crafty things. So I like painting minis or doing those types of things. I think sort of like creation and on all of that is really cool. And then I am going to actually say like the D&D and stuff too. But I think for me, like a lot of my job can sometimes, be picking away or not seeing results or whatever. So being able to like come here and like slay the dragon, like be super competent at something, be able to, do something like that. It's really sort of like rewarding in its own way of being able to just lean in and be like, yeah, okay, even if all week I didn't really accomplish something, like tonight I feel like I did. Yeah.
Totally.
Nice.
Yeah. I like that.
It's a very similar sort of avenue as far as, doing world building. Whenever I have a campaign on the go, that's pretty much what I do to put myself to sleep, is to just like ruminate over like either scenarios or settings or if this then what, and it's usually fairly broad, and that's where some like very fun ideas come from that perhaps if I'm just doing like a quick thought or like jotting notes down, like those are usually the initial responses, but those moments where you kind of sit with it and think about it, you get to your, well, maybe what's like the third option in this scenario and the fourth, and that's where the creative aspects come from. And then on top of that, I've been enjoying making maps by hand. And so it started off doing like world building maps for fantasy settings. I just finished one up for the Bastion campaign for the fall. So that one's pretty well wrapped up. And then I'm going to move on to Chris's next. So sort of slowly progressing and getting better and better at those and trying to like do nice cartography with those and enjoying the process rather than the product, which is something that does not come naturally to me. I'm very much a just like rush through and get it done and do a slapdash. So just picking away.
Boy, do I feel that. The product at the end.
Yeah.
It's like I need it, now.
Yeah. And you're just like, oh yeah, like, okay, what am I going to do next? And it's just like, no, like sit here and where are you at this moment?
Yeah. Man, that's hard.
Yeah, so hard.
I think for me, like, I'm not sure if you're commenting on like being present, like coming into the moment. I think that's
when you were here, you mean?
Yeah, like just to kind of be around the table and kind of that immersion that we kind of get around the table, right? And so I get the emotion that comes up in that regard. Like if you were to just kind of honor like who sits around the table, for sure.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's the part for me that like to share something that's really, really creative with people that I really, really enjoy. Like that's a gift.
Nice. Yeah. There's a bit from Brennan Lee Mulligan that I've really liked, and that's whenever he ruminates back on past campaigns, especially like big epic ones, those memories in his mind are equally real and weighted to real ones. Like I think back to when I was playing in high school, and I remember like my monk like jumping up on an ice pillar as like this raging torrent of water came up, and it's the same. Down the line, I'll be remembering sort of all these moments of, Bastion and Maydor's shadows holding hands. And it's just that idea of memories are kind of like weighted equally back there. And sort of those emotions that they feel are also kind of equally weighted. The fun, bit.
I think it's one of the things for me that stood out as different about this campaign is that the immersion level seems higher than at least that I've ever felt. There's always like some escapism into the like submersing yourself into a make-believe world. But this is the time where like there was a moment last week where I tapped Chelsea's shoulder and showed her my heart rate on my watch. Was it 120?
Right after the wings got cut
123.
off.
Whoa.
Like sitting at a table talking.
So you probably should get that looked.
Yeah. Normally I'm like 62. I think for me this campaign has really stood out that way. I guess like aside from this, I don't know, check on me on any given week and I'll have a different hobby that I'm pursuing. Lately, it's been the 3D printing a lot. I actually had a moment the other day when I was doing something where I was just like, I had a lot of pride over like making something tangible. Which is kind of silly because in 3D printing, like, I don't know, I didn't design the thing. The machine does most of the work, but at the end of the day, there's still a thing there that wasn't there before. It was liquid in a jar.
And it's an art. I mean, you're also doing resin printing, which when people hear 3D printing, they think of FDM. So to clarify, you're doing the resin printing, but it is also an art form to like the right temperature, right resin, right, positioning.
It's
like
plastic magic.
Yeah, it's not easy to just like throw in a model and fucking print something.
Right.
Like, I've tried lots, and
But I think with a lot of my hobbies lately, they've been non-tangible things.
Right.
So there's a little bit of like I guess just the pride and like sort of a sense of accomplishment more than other creative endeavors I have.
How close are we to having the weird science printer? Like where you just like you can invent
a purse.
Yeah, you can just print a person. That's Kelly LeBrock.
I think it's pretty close, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
And Tash,
just asking.
Just because I know you're not gonna, but like plug it. But you actually have a business now around it, Sigil Foundry on Instagram.
It's not like it is on Instagram. I do have that. It is called Sigil Foundry.
And you're printing my next minis.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just talking to Mr. Bug about
Mr. Bug.
ports and stuff on that.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Will you
it
print
will
me
be
one of these?
It will be more. I can never touch that. That is an art into itself.
that is.
The proportions.
It's phenomenal.
That's Chelsea's tattoo.
It's my upcoming tattoo. Yeah.
I don't even know how you make.
I wish people could see what we're talking about. So
Yeah.
we should take a photograph
Shardy
of it again.
Cherie.
Yeah, Cherie.
Shardy Cherie. Beautiful. I think for me, I have a few things like I think we all have a few things. I love walking baby dog in the morning around Colliery Dam, and especially now that like it's summer and like the way the light comes through the trees, and I can get kind of lost in it when I'm walking around. And I've been thinking about my campaign. I've been having like full conversations and like the NPCs in my head, and like just trying to like flesh out what the world would be like and how how everybody's going to react to stuff. Just trying to like figure it all out, right? Like, and then when I come here, I love playing the game. I love making people laugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I can tell a few funny stories before we even start playing and get a few laughs out of people, I'm pretty stoked.
Hell yeah.
That's I think like laughter is the best medicine because there's not a lot of laughter during my week because I'm just at my fucking table drawing all day. You know what I mean? And that's the other thing for me. Like I'm looking at my job is kind of what people would do to relax.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's kind of weird for me, right? Because it's like I get to do that. I get to like do art all day. That's normally what people do for their like hobby when they relax in the evening. Like that's what I do for a job. So it's hard for me to find different things. But like I think like D&D gets me stoked out. But like I think the walking with the dog in the morning is like one of my favorite times.
That's cool. Yeah. When you said, that's why I smirked, when you said like you have full conversations before you said in your head, I imagine you like walking the dog through the forest like in different voices. Like,
Oh, not far off.
Smeagol
someone's like,
style.
yeah. Someone's like walking behind you. They just turn around like the other
Wait
way.
till I get the hot dog guy.
I was going to say, yeah.
Sad man.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's about it. But like coming here, making like getting the laughter going and stuff like that, and it's just it is a total escape, right? It's perfect, you know.
Yeah. Just quickly on what Sean and Dwayne were talking about, the memories of the experiences we have. It's funny how those stick, and I can remember some of our earlier ones. And granted, I haven't been playing very long; like it's been 5 years or something, maybe. But I remember moments
8.
from. Is it actually 8?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's 8 years.
8 years.
Since we stared in Dwayne's basement. Yeah.
Holy shit! Well, that was okay. Well, that went by fast.
Yeah.
Obviously, he doesn't care about it that much.
Time just flies by. But it's funny how like I can remember those moments and our time together, but also my characters' moments. But if you were to ask me like any key moment in like a video game I've played, there's no way I could tell you. I'd be like,
Right.
I have no idea.
But
So but they're both games, you know.
For sure,
It's-
but you are sort of at the helm of that one, and it's those memories that you're all creating together.
Yeah.
are just like that much more deeper and sort of
Like community building, right?
Absolutely,
Like being
yeah.
with people. I think this is going to be really important for humans going forward. I've been watching lots of programs on
Yeah.
YouTube about this. Like we're dead at connecting right now, so we need to like be with people more.
Yeah. Agreed.
So I think we get that every Sunday night.
yeah, pretty lucky.
I like that we always hold hands too.
yeah,
That's nice.
It
Why
does
do you
get a
only
little
have one big finger?
Anyways.
Also, I think you might have stumped that thing. It keeps swapping.
That is perfect time for music right
I was
there.
gonna say. Well, thanks everybody. We'll see you in a minute.
Adventurers, grab your weapons. But first, kiss your kin. The wilds call, a timeless brawl. Now we roll for initiative. Good and evil fighting for the win. Crit and fumble, critical hit or just a fucking fumble. Cast thine eye on the rolling die. Legends rise on its battle cry. Time to rumble, crit and fumble, critical hit or just another fumble. War is waged on the table stage. Untold sagas of an ancient age. Crit and fumble.
Bum bum.
Bum, bum.
Bum bum.
Bum bum.
I rolled a 16.
Bum, bum,
Oh, that's
bum,
good.
bum,
I'm gonna
bum,
use my
bum,
inspiration.
bum, bum,
Everybody
bum,
else
bum,
dies.
bum.
Yes, I told you.
Again.
Maydor wins.
Oh, I have an actual prediction I didn't want to put, and I'm going to just type it out and then screenshot it so everyone has the time.
Oh, right.
Okay, all right. I'm going to log into my YouTube
Yeah.
channel quickly so I don't get ads while I'm trying to play our music.
For those who don't know, we all did predictions for how this campaign was going to end.
Some of us-
before
I
the
didn't know.
recording.
Oh, we should have.
Yeah.
Someone should have recorded Chelsea.
Yeah,
What the
it's
hell?
true. We all just
I
kind of
did.
We did that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
we
we've
did
got
that.
this.
Okay.
We even did a spin
We're like-
around.
Yeah, we're like,
Oh.
we're so good.
But my prediction, I didn't want my other one. I didn't want anyone else to know. Just
How
in
many
case.
predictions do you get?
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding. Wait.
More than you, Dwayne.
Fucking
Are
take
you-
it easy there, Oracle.
Wait, are you doing it now, or are you just telling us and you're just going to let it linger there like a big old matzo ball?
No, I'm not going to tell you because I don't want you
She's
changing. I just
screenshotting
screenshot it
it
with the time
so
so
that
that,
she can
you
Prove
know.
us afterwards.
Oh,
want anyone
I
to
see.
Are we putting money in, or what's
saw
going on?
this.
Yeah,
I
what's going
love
on?
gambling, so
Oh boy,
I'm just saying. Like, if I just want to put $100 in for something.
$100. Yeah, that escalated.
Not as
Yeah,
much
no
as
kidding.
Drake, I bet.
Okay, 1,000.
All right.
Make it 2 to cover the cameras, and I'm in.
Wait,
What?
what cameras?
What? Nothing.
The hidden
cameras.
ones.
There's
Yeah.
so many
Hidden ones.
cameras
Don't look
right
around.
now.
Yeah,
It'll
we
be
found
fine.
like 5 in
We're
here.
all wearing Ray-Ban glasses. Those metaverse ones.
That'd be one way to do it.
I had to send mine back. They were too heavy for my face.
I sent mine back because it was
no.
dog shit quality.
Would you skip next day or what?
I was going to say.
skip that day.
Like, whoa,
Yeah.
I'm not doing enough nose
Oh,
scrunches.
fucking bobblehead over here.
He's just holding his head.
Shut up.
What are you like a 3-week-old? Whoa!
Careful how you carry Gavin. You don't want him to hurt his neck.
That little soft.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't touch the top of his head.
The plates haven't.
That's why I have that dent up there.
Neck week is gone at the gym.
I know. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I went over to hang out at Gavin's, and he was like doing tummy time.
Can
With one of those neck brace things, just doing
Can
like
we
the
buy
head-
you one of those things that people wear on the airplane that like goes around your neck that keeps your head up? But the ones that like kind of look like a neck brace.
Then you just go to sleep, though. Don't they just make you go to sleep?
No, I can't use
No,
those. Make me
nobody
feel like
ever.
someone's drawing.
Only
like,
if you
killing
tighten them
me.
hard enough.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyhow.
I leveled up.
Yeah, I just did.
Yeah. I did a couple, actually. There's just a button here you can press. It keeps adding levels.
Yeah, you just
It doesn't stop.
Did you know that,
Yeah.
Dwayne? Just keep hitting the level up button.
Yeah.
It takes things away from me when I touch it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you shouldn't touch
It
it.
Can
is
I tell
amazing.
you one of my favorite things that's just happened is I like stretched my back and I happened to look over at Sean's notes, and in beautiful, careful written words it says no fart zone.
Oh, there's a very like map cartographer kind
It
of
was
font
'cause
you got.
it-
Which I
Yeah, last-
appreciate in our cell of a room here.
Last session, Gavin printed me off a little template for doing lettering for my maps. And so I was using it last session. And that was the first thing that came to my mind.
That's when you were holding back the fart.
It was also the first thing that came to our nose when you dropped that fucking terrible fart.
That's why I don't want to be stuck in here so I can leave to toot.
When we do the reno,
I actually
maybe
appreciate
we
that,
should
yeah.
put in like a little ventilation kind of like rebreather.
Just
Charcoal
the
filter or something.
You remember in
vacuums in the
Austin
patoot.
Powers there was that like evacuation pipe?
Uh-oh.
We could
Gavin
just do
turned
that.
on the fire.
Is that okay, or is that too?
No.
Put the other one on, too.
I am like 6 years seizure free.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm just checking.
Sean earlier was trying to kill me, but that's a different story.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Turn the light off.
Ooh, turn the light off. Turn the light off.
Turn the light off.
Wait,
Turn the light
it's
off.
gonna screw my night vision.
Lil Dungeon.
Oh, shit.
Here we go. We're going to lose Dwayne in just a
Dwayne's got a
second.
conundrum going on.
It's okay. Use your logic.
Use your logic, Dwayne.
His head stuck to his headphones. He can't.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, that's fucking
Oh,
sweet.
yeah.
There we go.
Oh, I feel like I'm in there now.
yeah.
We just turned off and on a bunch of lights.
Thanks, Dwayne.
Okay, thanks, Dwayne. That's so good. You did so good, buddy.
You did great.
Good boy.
Wow.
Tuck my headphones
Gavin
back
looks
in.
scary down there.
Yeah. I did give Gavin a bit of a primer
Are
when
your
he showed
headphones
up.
up?
Sorry, they're pulled on the one side a little bit here. That's all.
Uh-oh.
Did you take your headphones off, Chelsea, to get to the thing?
Yeah, I did.
That's an option.
I
Wow.
Who would have thought?
could do that.
Hard to do.
Yeah.
Hard doo-doo.
Hard doo-doo.
That would have meant I'd have to move.
Makes me think of our office, the old one. Anyways.
The hard doo-doo.
Yeah, outside.
It makes you feel. I thought you said. I thought you said orifice. I was like, whoa, okay.
So tonight's definitely not the finale then.
Yeah, I was going to say.
No, we're moving on.
Okay,
Here we
let's go. Don't worry, everybody. We are
We'll see.
focused.
Yeah, we're
We're
focused.
in the zone, Chief.
All right.
Initiative.
All right.
Where we left off, you guys are in
shit.
Wailscar. You've gone through a couple of the rooms. You've entered, left some of your stuff behind in some caskets. You currently have what are echoes of yourselves following you that you had the choice between one you despise and one that you love. We now found ourselves in a new area that you just entered, and we ended off with me reading off a narrative of people you knew standing in front of you, and they drew their weapons. I'm going to reread that narrative just so that we're all set up for it, and then we will play out that scene. A cracked flagstone path crosses a knee-deep bog. With each step, murky water burps the names of the forgotten. 5 shapes heave themselves onto the path, one for each of you. Each bears the face of someone that you have loved or respected in your life, their lips sewn shut with wire like Ellie. Ellie herself stands ankle deep nearby, the lantern she's been carrying guttering. Her monotone carries over the stagnant air. 2 breaths only. Wound the heart or wound another's memory. And she slowly sinks back beneath the surface. As you're standing there, the figures that face you draw their weapons. What do you do?
Can we recap who each of us saw?
Each of you saw, I think, where are my notes on that? They should be right here. I think I actually...
You
don't think we did.
let us.
You let us choose,
decide.
yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, I think I
Yeah.
asked you guys to decide, but
Yeah,
I
did.
didn't write it down, so you tell me.
So
Oh, good. We can change it.
No, you
Ophelie-
can't.
I can't remember.
I was like, shit.
Oh, just some
Here, let
random
me-
stranger. Don't know him.
Yeah, let me open up Notebook LM because it's been really good for that. I put all our session recordings in there, and I bet you it can find it. But Chelsea, you can tell me to fill the air while I type.
yeah, Ophelie saw Sküggi.
Oh, right.
Sküggi saw
I do remember
Ophelie.
Cherie, she saw her father, Henri. Or Henry.
Henri.
that. I think Maydor saw his dad too, from what I remember.
And Bastion saw his daughter Opal.
Right.
Perfect.
Oh, that makes
See,
sense.
this will be easy.
I remember this. Now.
Bastion's going to die.
Man, our complexions look really good in this light.
Yeah.
Dude,
Ominous.
nice. People outside think we're running a bordello.
I don't think anybody outside can see us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably not.
Yeah.
So just for recap, because Notebook LM gave it to me, Cherie said Henry, so her father. Maydor said his dad. Bastion said Opal. Sküggi said Ophi, and Ophelie said Sküggi. All right, I think that was what everybody had said.
Yeah.
You got it right.
You guys are
Nailed it.
awesome. So that's who you see, especially like obviously with Ophi and Sküggs. You guys don't see, like, you're not approaching each other. It's like an echo or whatever, a copy that's facing them. But their eyes, or their mouths sewn shut, similar to Ellie, and draw weapons and go to attack you. I need everybody to roll me some initiative quick. If you can read your dice in this light, I'm going to use my light dice.
Oh, man.
Dirty 20.
Oh boy!
Dirty birds.
Oh Jesus!
Jesus. I knocked my whole bag over.
Dwayne turned on the light. Let me turn on
Initiative.
potentially
How do
more
you do?
intense
Oh,
music.
yeah. Wow. I have lots of initiative now.
Dun, 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 dun.
7.
Okay, hold on. So Ophi was high up there.
I can just help you like this.
Who
from
was
now
like
on.
a who was like a 15 plus?
Tash? Sküggi.
Sküggi got what?
22.
Oh, 22. Oh, but you got
That's
a dirty
15
20, so
plus.
you're ahead of, or Sküggi's ahead. And then who we
Bastion got a 14.
14. Anybody above 14? Nope. Cherie was 7. Maydor was
11.
11, and I rolled a 7. What was Cherie's? 7 as well, right?
7.
Yeah. Okay. So
7-11.
all of these characters are going last. Sküggi, you are first up, first to react to these familiar figures coming out of the.
You
the
got
bar.
higher than I did?
I got 22.
22. You said dirty 20, right?
Yeah, I said dirty 20, yeah.
I was just making sure it wasn't natural. Yeah.
Sküggi knocks an arrow and draws his bow back to like full pull. And he looks over at real Ophi and is like, I hope this is the right thing to do.
Just do it.
And he quickly shifts his aim and shoots the other Sküggi.
Interesting. Give me an attack roll.
12 plus like probably 10.
Yeah.
12 plus 11.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits. So I am going to roll 1d8 plus 5 is 8.
All right. Your arrow flies clear past Ophi, the Echo, and strikes Sküggi instead. Shadow Sküggi takes that damage, stumbles back, and doesn't shift his gaze, but rather continues to focus on approaching Ophi. Do you want to take a move action or anything? Or are you just going to stand your ground?
He's going to stand his ground, and I think that was more of a
test?
curiosity. Yeah, test.
Okay. Ophi, you're up.
Ophi is going to move behind her allies. And she's going to move to Bastion's side, where she's going to cast Silent Image, which is an image that, like, it can move.
Okay.
And she's essentially going to throw just like a dark shroud over Opal.
Okay.
And then she's going to reach out and put her hand on Bastion's arm just above the gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
So he actually feels it and says, "It's not the real her. Do what you have to do."
Bastion is just like hyperventilating at this point.
Yeah.
Just completely catatonic, like stuck in space.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she is going to she's going to concentrate on that spell, and she's going to hold that spell over Opal.
Okay. Sounds good. So you have to use all your action and focus on that.
Yeah. I technically have a bonus action, and I think I will. Oh yeah, I can actually. I'm going to cast Toll the Dead.
Ooh.
I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on Shadow Ophelie.
Remind me what Toll of the Dead
Toll
is.
the Dead is it's just an attack. It's you point at one creature what you can see within range, and the sound of a dolorous spell fills the air around it for a moment. The target must succeed a Wisdom saving throw.
12.
Does not pass.
You
no,
shall
15.
not pass.
15. So it's going to take 3d8 necrotic.
Wow, 3d8, dang. Okay. Yeah, roll for it. And this was to Ophi, so not the original that you had pictured. It was
No,
Sküggi's.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So 8, 16, 17 points of necrotic damage.
Holy moly. All right, 17 points.
And then she's going to stay by Bastion's side.
Bastion, you have Ophi next to you now, essentially obfuscating Opal as you potentially draw your weapon. What do you do?
Bastion in this moment, as soon as Opal is like gone out of his sight, where is the sort of version of Sküggi in relation to
The real Sküggi? Or
no, the
call him
Shadow Sküggi. Yeah, Shadow Sküggi.
Shadow Sküggi is, let's just imagine we're standing in the line of the order that we're going.
Yeah.
So, Shadow Sküggi is kind of further off to your right.
Okay. I think Bastion is going to... Bastion's going to go into the void where that just got cast towards Opal. Or into like the illusion.
Yeah.
And he is going to grapple Opal in a bear hug.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a dexterity check.
It's a 15.
15. Just looking at these stats quick. Oof. All right. Yeah, you get into this illusion, and can he see in there?
It doesn't really say. So what she has done is she's essentially created a cloak of darkness directly over. So I would say probably not.
Okay.
Not the way I sort of pictured. It's literally like a shadow of her.
Mm-hmm. You, Bastion, run in and wrap your arms around Opal. Mm-hmm. And you can feel her lurch in a way that isn't familiar, her strength, but the person, the figure, the touch is familiar and is unable to escape your grasp. So you have this moment where like you literally feel like you're hugging Opal.
And you were saying they have like a knife or a blade?
Yes.
He's going to grab the blade out of her hand and try and cut the wires from her mouth.
Interesting. I'm going to need another dexterity check for that.
For sure. He's got advantage because he's got improved grapple. It's a dirty 20.
Oh boy, I have a 6. You cut the twine from her mouth, and all you hear is, "Dad, help me!"
He is going to call out to it's like the beckoning void. What was the entity?
Devouring Will.
Devouring Will.
Devouring Will.
He's going to call out to the Devouring Will.
Yeah.
He's like, this was not the deal.
You hear from the darkness, "Our deal still has a debt to be paid. The time of your repayment will be soon."
Fuck you. He's just going to continue to like hold her. It's like, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think in this moment, I would like let's call it either a wisdom or constitution save.
Sure. It's a 10. The most uninteresting of numbers.
Yeah. I'm going to give you 7 points of psychic damage.
It's very reasonable.
All right. Maydor, you are up. You are currently looking at your father.
Papa?
You're dead to me, Maydor.
He can't
Is that what he actually says?
Father, it's not you. It's not you. What is going on? There was no reaction attacks, right, from any of these?
No.
Everybody moved around freely.
Yeah.
I take a few steps back and I cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on him.
Interesting. Okay. What is the value of that?
I'm desperate after I'd say after my moment with Cherie, where like I really got helped out mentally with how I felt about the whole situation. He's desperately trying to get his dad back now,
Interesting.
and he just
anything.
Confused. He's just confused. He's just really trying. If he thinks if he cures this thing, his father will come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What did you roll for cure?
Sorry. 36 points.
Holy shit! You healed him for 36.
That's the best roll I've ever had on cure.
Oh my god!
There was lots of 7s and 8s in that roll.
The entire party is like, you motherfucker.
They're like, dude, what the hell?
Yeah, he's just desperate. He's shaken. He's seeing this effigy of his father essentially, and he wants to try and save him.
Okay.
He wants to try to make up for lost time.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, your shadow figure of your father takes that healing and continues to approach you with his blade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would assume.
Cherie. Standing in front of you is your father as well. What does Cherie do?
Cherie would kind of take she takes stock in regards to like when Sküggi threw I don't know, what did you throw into your
I arrowed.
I arrowed
it.
And then what did she notice when what would she have noticed when Sküggi attacked himself?
Give me an intelligence check.
Stick your tongue out.
What a butter tart.
It was a 5.
Oof.
And then,
Not much.
I don't know. Intelligence 7.
7. Yeah, you don't get much other than maybe the lack of reaction. You know what I mean? Like, perhaps you were watching going like, ooh, he just shot himself. But nothing seems to have materialized about that.
Cherie is going to she's going to use magic missile.
Okay.
And she with magic missile, can I use, because you said I got not a shopping, got like a grass, or not a oh my god, what was it? Give me a minute, wait for it. Yeah, so it was like a smite. I got max.
yes.
I got max smite.
Yeah.
Is what you said.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I can smite one of those magic missiles as it.
Yeah, sure. I don't see why not. You're a paladin. Smite that bad boy on its way out.
Okay.
I don't know if that's technically valid, but I like the idea of it, so fuck it. Who cares?
And then so
It's our game. Do whatever we want.
Sounds inspirational.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
No.
Whoa. Let's not get carried
Just
away.
sounds like we can bend the rules a bit, Russ. Not inspirational.
I actually realized
Not
I do have
advantage.
inspiration from the Oracle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, all right.
Wow. 3 of 5.
Wow.
Gavin, you're
Okay.
changed.
Changed man.
So I've got 8, 9, and then
Smite it.
smite it up. I don't know what.
Just smite right on it.
Let me find smite here.
Smiter.
Some
Feed
mustard
it
on
a
it.
smiter butter sandwich.
I've got shining smite, and that is
The more I thought about it, the stupider it was.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
I was literally like looking at my character sheet and it just trickled in.
Disney Channel dumb.
it's 2d6, so that would be automatically 12
Okay, for
And
the
then-
one missile.
for the one missile.
Yeah.
So 12 and then 9.
Okay.
So 21.
21 to
Henry.
your father.
Yeah.
Henri?
Henry.
Henri.
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 Henri?
Oh, Henry.
The total was 21.
Yeah.
Henry goes down. The missiles fly. The one, poof. He leans forward, continues approaching you. The second, poof. And then the third, as he advances further, just stops him in his tracks. That smite, wham! And as he goes to his knees, there's like this moment of, let's call it release, thankfulness. There's like a peace, and falls to the ground and dies in the bog. And you have like this wave of emotion that comes over you as like you can almost feel energy being drawn from you in this moment, you will lose 50 soul shards. However, you also have room to advance forward now.
Cherie would she would just kind of yell out to everybody else. She says, they're experiencing freedom, right? There's been a release, and then she would just say, although I feel weaker.
All right. We're going to come full circle back to their turn now before we have Sküggi's. Each of them in turn, almost robotic, are going to approach all of you. And unless there's reactions to be had or the ability to move out of the way, all of them in turn are going to advance on you and attack with the blades that they have. So I will quickly go around and make those rolls unless you had something in your pocket that you needed to adjust. Sort of a reaction.
Ophelie's going to use Uncanny Dodge. Okay. Not to move out of the way of her attack, but to move into the way of Sküggi's attack.
Interesting. Okay. Well, let's start with Sküggi's attack on him, which is going to be +5 to hit. That definitely hits. So it is going to be 2d6 plus 3 necrotic. 5, 6, 7, 8. So is Ophelie taking that?
Ophelie will move into the way, if you'll allow it.
Yeah, if that's like a reaction that you can do, for sure. Yeah. Definitely.
It's kind of, so it's your choice if you want to allow it, because Uncanny Dodge typically is used to move out of the way of your own damage, but I want her to use it if possible to move into the way.
To willingly take damage, I'll allow it, for sure. I think like narratively it makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah. I think that she just, for her, I think that thing that the Devouring Will said about how she's hurt him enough. Yeah. Like she's already hurt him. I think she just can't not step in the way of her hurting him again. Yeah. Yeah. So she's going to move in the way and take the damage. Okay.
Ophelie, Sküggi, Shadow Sküggi is going to continue to approach you as well, rolling a, what is that? 5 and 7 is 12? 12. I'm assuming that misses.
That will miss.
Probably due to your Uncanny Dodge to be in front of in front of other Sküggi. Wait, I have it backwards. You know what I mean.
In front of Shadow.
There's too many Ophies and fucking Sküggis in here. and misses. Bastion, we come to you who is currently struggling with Opal. You know, you feel her in your grasp, in your arms, but you feel a blade come loose.
In this moment, Bastion can he try and do like a, I don't know if it's like a perception or an insight, like as he's holding her, is there anything that seems off about this version, or is it like
his
daughter?
Let's do I'll let you decide on the roll how you think Bastion would know it's his daughter or not.
I think it's insight. That seems
okay.
Right to me, and I said that before looking at my skills. Oh, I should have picked a better one. It's a 15.
With a 15, you get a chill down your spine where it feels like this is in fact your daughter, but under the control of something that is not her. Because the way she moves is not... She's not moving in a way that she moves.
There is nothing he can do in this moment.
All right. 21, dirty 21 to hit.
That'll do it.
And you will take 8 and what was the stat? 3, I think. 8, 9, 10, 11 points of necrotic damage to you as the blade sinks into your side. Next up, we have Maydor. Maydor, your father continues to approach you even after you heal him, draws the blade, and lunges at you with it for a natural 1. Interesting.
Grab his hand as it's lunging towards me, and I just pull him to the ground.
I like it. I will allow it. Let's do an opposed roll, but I will give you an advantage.
A 16 or a 14.
All right, I got a 12. So you succeed. You pull him down to the bog. He is now face down under your feet if you want that.
Yeah, I'm going to put like my foot on his back and just keep his head under the water.
Hell yeah, I like it. You can feel him struggling while he's under there. Cherie, you have this moment where you can either choose to help or you can choose to advance. There is nothing that is approaching you, leaving a gap in essentially this round of combat that, like, for whatever reason, is giving you this moment of reaction.
Cherie is going to buff.
Okay.
So she's going to buff the party with a bless.
I like it. So that gives everybody a 1d4, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Awesome. So everybody can add that to the roll, future rolls if they like. We'll come back around to the top with Sküggi.
Going back to Sküggi's first attack on himself, on the shadow self, did he notice, did it hurt him at all?
Sküggi, who fired, did it hurt you? No.
Yeah.
No, it didn't hurt you.
I meant to ask that on that round, but yeah.
Okay.
So he's just going to proceed with attack against Shadow Ophelie.
Okay.
And he will do a kind of typical full round for himself. So bonus action, he's going to cast a Zephyr Strike, which gives me advantage.
Okay.
Does it give advantage on one attack? Yeah, it does. So he'll do his first attack on that. Oh, got a natural 1 and a 26. We'll go with the 26. Which is going to hit. So that's going to give a D8, which is a 7 plus 5 is 12.
Okay.
On that first arrow. And then he also gets an extra 1d8 damage, actually. Let's roll again. 12 is so 15 on that. And then he's going to use his swarm to actually try and pick the Shadow Ophelie up and move.
Oh my god. Sorry.
It, the, her, them.
Okay. Sounds good.
So that is a strength save that Shadow Ophelie needs to do.
Was that the Undying Will texting you?
Yeah.
LOL, what's taking so long?
Okay, give me the total on that damage. Sorry, I got distracted because I forgot to put my computer in sleep again.
It was 12 plus another. It was 17.
Okay.
And then and now Shadow Ophelie needs to do a strength save to be moved by the birds.
I made a Dwayne roll, 14.
That's a fail.
Okay.
So Shadow Ophelie gets moved 15 feet directly away and is knocked prone.
Okay. You make these attacks, the arrows come flying, and after each one hits, you can see Shadow Ophelie get weaker and weaker and weaker until the final hits and she gets thrown backwards with the final impact and the fail on her strength save. And you can tell that she's essentially been killed before she even hits the bog water. She catches a glimpse of you as her body sails towards the water. And there's this moment of regret on her face, like failure, like not succeeding in something that she had hoped. And as that happens, she disappears into the bog, and you just feel like this energy, this lurch, as you lose 50 soul shards. However, you do also notice that the path in front of you is also, like Cherie, now clear. Ophi, you've just seen yourself be downed by Sküggi, who's standing next to you, and then Shadow Sküggi, standing in front of you, has not broken eye contact and continues to advance on you.
Ophi has realized that they only seem to be targeting the person that they're kind of like assigned to. So she feels confident in leaving real Sküggi here with Shadow Sküggi, and she is going to move towards where Bastion is holding Opal.
Okay.
And she's gonna drop. She's gonna drop Silent Image, and she's gonna cast her Shadow Blade Booming Blade combo.
Okay.
And she's gonna say, "I'm so sorry," and she's gonna attack Opal.
Okay. Make a roll.
That's going to be a 27 to hit for the first swing.
Yep.
That's going to be a 16 to hit for the second.
Yep.
And that's going to be a 21 to hit for the third.
All those hit.
Um,
Not leaving it to chance.
She's just a child.
264 points of damage.
10, 13, 13 plus 8 is 21, 24, 25, 32, 38, 39 points of damage.
Okay. Give me an intelligence roll as you're doing this. No, give me an insight roll.
So much better at intelligence. That is going to be 2.
2. You are just distracted in this moment. You fire time or hit time and time again. Bastion, you can feel these impacts happening as you're holding her. But nothing happens. She starts to sob in your arms.
I think Ophelie backs away in horror. I think she saw Ghost Ophelie go down so easily, and she thought this would be quick.
Right.
And now she's horrified. I'm so sorry. I thought it would be a mercy. Bastion, I think you've got to do it.
Bastion with like a consoling word to his child. What can I do?
I don't know.
And I think in his arms he begins to squeeze.
Yeah. All right. Give me a attack, strength check, whatever.
Squish attack.
Choke out, I guess.
It's a 15.
Okay. Yeah, that'll succeed.
And because he's got improved grapple, it becomes a 9.
Is it a bonus because it's a small child?
Is it a bonus because of trauma, Gavin?
You also have bless
Oh yeah, I also have bless.
All right.
for this blessed act.
Yeah, great.
Bless her cotton socks.
You guys chose your characters.
12 total.
Yeah, success.
It's 12 damage.
Yeah. She feel weird narrating this.
Yes.
You know, like there's a moment where you can feel like her essentially stop, right? Like she's now been knocked out. And you release her after holding her for a long period of time. And the darkness around you doesn't allow you to make much of eye contact. But this moment where now she fades into this bog is both it's a bittersweet. It's like, obviously that was painful for Bastion.
Yeah, I think Bastion's last words, like, I'm here this time.
And you can tell she knows that. And you feel that. And you knew you had to do it. And she knew, as hard as it was. But despite that, the trauma just violently draws out soul shards from you. You will also lose 50 soul shards.
Bastion is going to stand up, use his movement, take his other 3 attacks out on Ghost Sküggi.
Okay.
To be honest, I thought it was going to be Ophelie.
The highest he got was a 16.
All right. All of those...
Sorry, the lowest he got was a 12. And then
highest.
he got a 15 and a 16 were...
15 and 16 will hit.
Okay.
You can roll damage, but I mean, we can narrate that like it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
I think it's more you just like getting your rage out.
This was just like this is the easiest and closest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Maydor, your father now under your feet, struggling. You can hold him there if you want, or do something else. I will need
I'm teabagging him.
Wow.
Just to bring the humor back into things. No, I sort of like kick off of his back and I start running to the spot where he came from.
Okay.
And does he get up?
Yeah, I think he would eventually get up. Yep.
And I shoot him twice.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you run, turn around just as he's wiping the mud off of his face and turns towards you.
24.
Oh yeah.
And 30, which we know hits.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's gonna be doing math quickly. 11 points of damage on the first hit.
Okay.
On the second one, it's gonna be 10 points of damage, but I'm gonna throw in my little lightning bolt shit here.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
actually shit, just
lightning shit.
he needs to make a dex 12 save.
17.
Oh, that bugger. That naughty daddy. He's going to take half of 4d8. That is 16, so half of 16 as well, added to that.
Okay. He goes down, shot after shot, boom, boom. And I imagine Maydor, like, part of this is satisfying in a way. Like, obviously, he's like, he's trying to win his father back, but there's like this regret or anger around it.
You're not fucking him!
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He goes down after the last arrow and gives you a nod as you're yelling that, as if agreeing with you.
Yeah.
And disappears into the bog. That energy, like the others, is drawn from you, and you will lose 50 soul shards.
It's no big deal.
Cherie, we come back to the top of the round. You have a moment to react if you needed to try to help anybody. Otherwise, we are going back to Sküggi's reaction.
I didn't need to make any intelligence rolls or anything.
Nope,
like that?
no,
Okay.
you're good.
Okay.
Is there like a way out of this room? Like Cherie's kind of looking at this going, I don't know, she doesn't see the point for her to really, she's been watching and so she's kind of looking around the room going, what's next?
Yeah, once that was the path forward through the bog, it had sort of like revealed itself to you, so that you can go forward.
She's going to move forward.
Okay, sounds good. Are you advancing into a different area entirely, or just through the bog, but staying within, let's call it a room?
She'll stay within the room, but she'll be at the end of the room.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you can see the clear path forward. Off in the distance, some gnarly looking trees catch your eye, but other than that, nothing else. All right, I think the last one standing is Sküggi, or did we had dealt with everybody else,
Sküggi's
right?
the last one.
All right, Sküggi. Unless, I think you can eventually roll and hit. We're just going to go around in circles. Did you want to just narrate what that looks like and we can move forward, or did you want
Sküggi?
to roll? Yeah.
Sküggi will, having just dropped Shadow Ophelie.
Oh, wait.
Shadow Sküggi needs his
That's
turn.
what I mean. Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
Shadow Sküggi needs his turn. Sorry, I forgot you put down Ophelie. I'm getting screwed up with the Sküggis and Ophies. The
You're
last
welcome.
person standing is Shadow
Sküggi.
Sküggi, and it's Ophelie that
Yeah.
gets to attack him. And you're right, Shadow Sküggi is going to go and attack Ophelie.
Shadow Sküggi doesn't get to move because Bastion has the sentinel feat.
Oh.
And he hits it for a dirty 20.
Nice.
And so its speed is reduced to 0.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, can't move and tried to make a distance attack, but missed miserably.
Yeah. Ophelie, I think, probably spends that moment where he's trying to attack her, staring at the spot where Opal was. And then she's just going to turn and walk back to where Shadow Sküggi is, and she's going to stare him straight in the eyes as she shoves her hatchets into where his heart would be.
I mean, we don't have to roll for it. You do that, and you're making this eye contact with him, and the moment is all too real for you. It's like a betrayal, but one you've seen before, one that you've noticed in the past since you've been here. And he falls to his knees, still looking up at you, and face down into the bog and disappears. That familiar moment draws energy from you, and just you can feel the weakness that it causes as you also lose 50 soul shards. However, everybody sees the bog start to settle, maybe a bit of mist over it, but the path forward for everybody is now clear, as sorrowful or dark as it feels.
Ophelie goes straight over to Bastion. I'm so sorry.
You look at Bastion and there is nobody home.
I think
just changing the
if
music.
people are starting to move up the way, she's just going to take him by the arm super gently and start pulling him along.
He doesn't give too much resistance, but is just sort of walking, sort of like dragging his glaive behind him.
Yeah.
Is gone.
The characters all move forward in a quiet, daze-like almost state, trying to process what exactly just happened, but also the weakness that you now feel coming in here. Everybody had felt optimistic. You've collected 2 of these fragments. You have 1 left. But this place just seems to drag you down and hit you further and further, despite your efforts. Finally, you come to another opening after this relentless darkness, and you see a ring of skeletal trees that are enclosing what looks to be a low stone dais. Tags of yellowed parchment dangle from every branch, rattling like teeth in the wind. Each tag bears a name written in dried blood, some fresh, some ancient, all weighted with sorrow. Atop the dais sits a clay bowl of still ink, dark as blood, and a single bone quill. You see Ellie again. She now crouches beside this bowl, her mouth still sewn shut, and her eyes. Her lantern flickers even lighter this time, and with each name that passes your lips, each name that passes as if feeding on the sound, she says 3 names each. Not just any names. Those whose memory bleeds. The wronged, the lost, the betrayed. Those whose forgiveness you'll never receive. Write their names in darkness. Speak their burden to the trees. The ink remembers what the heart would forget or try to. And she fades back into the darkness. As you stand there, you realize what she's saying is that each of you, and I'm going to need you to physically do this, write down 3 names of characters, NPCs, whatever, that you have connection with, you have wronged in some way, and or tricked, stolen from, whatever. Essentially, you have regret around it. I have quick notes for myself here. I'll just read them out loud as examples. Someone you've failed or wronged, someone whose death weighs on your conscience, someone who knows their darkest secret. So it doesn't just have to be something they wronged. It could be someone that knows something about you that you don't want anybody else to know. someone you loved but hurt, and then someone whose judgment you still fear.
Do we have to write each one of the...
Just write the names, and if you remember what it is, if I were to give you that name back, that's good enough. You don't need to write details. But if you want to write notes to yourself so that, let's say we go to next session to jog your memory, that may be a good idea. And just so we don't have to sit here listening to me talk while you guys write down names, I'm just going to quickly bring down the music and pause. I don't think we'll do break just yet, but we'll just skip the part where you guys are quietly typing, or talking. All right, we are back after some note taking. Let me bring up the music. So everybody has given me 3 names that they've written. Their characters have all approached this bowl written with the bone quill and submitted them to the tree, and spoke these burdens, or whatever it is that they were writing down, the association with the name. As you carry forward after doing this, the tree was essentially knotted over like a gateway, and everybody, as they submitted the names, would slowly open one at a time, revealing a cavern-looking area. Looks like a small lake, almost, in the far distance. You are free to continue, but nothing is forcing you to either.
Cherie would move forward.
Okay.
Ophelie would check in with Bastion. You ready to move forward?
He'll just start walking forward.
And then she'll check that Sküggi's ready too. You good?
I think so. How did that feel for you?
The writing or the...
No, when you plunged your hatchets into my chest.
Pretty shite, to be honest.
I was going to say the opposite.
That it felt good to kill me?
Well, just to, exercise it.
Don't feel like you need a
I think
encore?
Never mind.
Is it exercising ER or OR?
He's not good at spelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ophelie moves forward then too.
All right. Maydor too. Everybody continues forward towards this lake-looking area in this open cavern. And just beyond the pier, you see 2 half-submerged shapes that drift in the dark water. Bodies, long dead by the looks of it. Their flesh now sloughing away in the threadbare ribbons that surrounded them. Where the moonlight now strikes them, their ruined tunics, you can make out a familiar sigil, the thorned ring crescents of the Bitterwind Coven. The lake laps against them, stirring sickly motes of decay into the crimson-tinged ripples. As you're looking at them, you realize these 2 figures are very likely the last 2 that you've been tracking. As you advance, the parchment tags from the grove you were just in begin to descend like a murder of crows, swirling through the air before settling in a perfect circle on the water's surface. The names themselves begin to bleed through the parchment, staining the lake red. On a marble island at the pier's end, off in the distance, you see who you imagine to be Lady Morrowind, who currently kneels, cradling the small, motionless form of Ellie in her lap. The child's bone lantern now lies cold beside them, its blue light extinguished. Morrowind's tears have carved channels in her face like rivers through stone. When she speaks, her voice carries the weight of every mother's grief. 15 names float upon the water. 5 souls, 3 ghosts each. But the lake is selective in its cruelty. It will choose 1 ghost per heart, and you must confess why they haunt you. Speak true for the love of God, or we will all drown together. This child's soul depends on your honesty. As you stand there, the lake starts to agitate, and the letters that you wrote start to drift towards you separately. And each of them, out of the 3, 2 sink and 1 remains. I need everybody to roll me a d20 to determine the order in which we are going to do this. Lowest first, highest last.
14.
It's a 19.
Oof.
17.
4.
4. So Sküggi's first.
12.
And then Maydor by the sounds of it. And then I think
It's Bastion.
Bastion. And then Cherie. And then Ophelie. Is that right?
That sounds great.
Okay. Sküggi, let me grab your papers. I need you to choose 1, 2, or 3.
Ooh, let's go with number 1.
All right. Scotty is the name that appears on the parchment in front of you.
Damn.
As this happens, the parchment begins to shapeshift and move and develop into the figure who is, you know, as Scotty, now standing in front of you. And she's spectral in a way, but you can feel a very real connection between the two of you. What, as Lady Morrowind said, do you present to Scotty that is the regret or the secret or whatever it was that caused you to choose her name? What do you say to her in this moment that is going to right that wrong?
I put down your name because I know that I am constantly failing you. And I have been for over 10 years. I don't know if there is a chance to right the wrong, but it's something that I breathe every day. I think about it every minute I'm awake, and I can't get over. So I don't know if there's any way to change that for you, Scotty, other than to prove to you that I am not always a failure.
She quietly reaches her hands up to her heart and nods towards you in a gesture of acceptance and thanks as she slowly dissolves back into the lake. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, however.
Okay, wisdom save. 7.
7. You are going to lose an additional 100 soul shards.
Ouch.
However, the energy that's drawn from you and this spirit of Scotty seems to drift through the lake in almost a glowing way and heads towards this island where Lady Morrowind and Ellie are, and is drawn out of the lake in a ghost-like way and is absorbed into Ellie, and you can see color come back to her. Maydor, the next piece of parchment floating on the lake heads towards you. Let me just shuffle these.
Oh,
All right. Choose 1, 2, or 3.
I'll take 2.
Number 2. I don't know the name from your backstory, so you'll have to educate me, but it's Farnor. Farnor? Farnor?
Farnoskine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my father's middle name. So if anybody was close to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Great. So we're all getting the major ones, not the not the girl that I upset one time. Cool.
So your father.
Yes.
And
I would call him Farnor.
Farnor.
Yeah.
The parchment, much like you saw with Sküggi's experience, develops into your father, who is now standing in front of you in a spiritual form. But again, the connection feels very much real. This name that you wrote down clearly had weight. There was a moment, maybe several, in your life with your father that either you had regret with, or you wanted to turn back, or wish you hadn't said. What is it in this moment that you say to him that is going to, it's hard to say right the wrong, but help him understand why?
I know I was a little shit. I get it. And I know that you didn't respect me, but you felt like you had to love me. I don't really know how I can make things right. I don't know how I can change. I've been more than horrible in my life, and I think some people are just born wrong. I understand, and I just want to let you know that it's okay not to love me. I wouldn't love me too.
He looks at you and begins to speak. He says, "You're not wrong, Maydor.
I know.
You're exactly who you should be. And that's who I love." And he begins to fade into the water as
I drop to my knees and I just start crying.
the spirit of him disappears into the lake and is drawn into Ellie too, who is now looking even more vibrant. However, I do need you to make me a wisdom save.
Well, those I'm terrible at, so...
Where we got Bastion. Where did I put Bastions? Oh, right here.
You took them back.
I'm done.
Make some little edits.
Yeah.
If
I got
you
a
don't
6.
have names, you can.
6. Okay. Shit, where are my notes on that? 100 soul shards are drawn from you. Next up, we have Bastion.
Did
Go
those
ahead,
soul
Sküggi.
shards go out into Ellie in the same way?
Yes.
Okay.
Bastion picks 1.
Picks 1. Okay, hold on. Let me shuffle.
Yep.
Is it still going to be 1, though?
Yes, I
Okay.
roll the dice to determine.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh. Strahd von Zaronvik.
Oh.
Strahd appears in front of you, a previous mark, almost. One you had worked hard to best, and you did, now appears in front of you. A curious name, maybe to the others, to write down, but clearly has a weight for Bastion, for in the moment to choose 3 names, Strahd hangs heavy. There is but a moment for you to explain to him why he has been drawn here through your decision.
It was 30 years ago. We came and thought that we could best you and run your realm. And in your last breaths, as A bunch of foolish idiots stood over you thinking that they had bested you. You laughed at us because you knew what we would become. I'm here to tell you you were right about everything. And I'm sorry.
He pauses and stares at you for a long moment. And a smirk crosses his face. I knew the lesson would be learned. I thought it would be sweeter when I saw it, but it is not. It's bitter, and he spits. But I respect your candor, and I appreciate the apology. You have learned. That's what matters. And he fades away. His spirit drawn through the lake and into Ellie. I need the wisdom save.
It's a 6.
6. Also 100 soul shards. Damn. Cherie. Is that everybody? No, we got Ophi after that. Ophi's last, right? Yeah, sorry. I have literally tags in front of me to show me who's next. Hold on. Before you give me a number, just so it, like, in my head, I want it to be, like, done shuffling before you call a number.
How did you roll, Sean? That was...
D3.
I did a D6, and so 1 and 2 is 1, 3 and 4 is, yeah.
Dwayne's over there doing the math. He's like, I don't understand.
Well, it's a 6, so I'll say 3, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, 3.
All right. Interesting. I don't know how to read the last name. Jean Fried?
Oh, no, just as Jean.
Jean. Oh, okay, Jean. Okay. You'd give me the backstory there because I'm not familiar with it.
So, Jean was a friend who helped Cherie poison her mother.
Interesting.
Or sorry, not her mother, but her stepmother.
Stepmother, yeah. So Jean, like, supplied the poison? Because I know Cherie is the one that ultimately did it.
Yeah. So she would look at him.
Well, hold on. What was the situation there? Like, did they supply the ingredients? What was Jean's
ingredients?
involvement?
He was part of the plan.
Part of the plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was kind of like a one-way relationship where he really liked Cherie.
Oh, interesting. This was like, I'm going to help you because, maybe we'll go out kind of thing.
And yeah, and so she didn't return but he had something over her, knowing that she had killed her stepmother.
You stand here in front of the lake as this name drifts towards you, and it almost takes you a moment. Maybe you've cast this person aside before, not thinking much about them, but in that moment under the tree, there was enough regret or whatever Cherie was feeling in that moment. The name had enough weight for you to write it down. And now you see Jean form in front of you from this parchment, looking almost confused as to why they're here and what explanation you're going to give them as to how you're going to right this wrong.
She starts off with, "You fucking coward." She said, she would say, "Oh, it's like you've put me in an impossible situation. And when I said no, and you threatened me, the right thing to do for myself would have been to go and talk to my father and leave you be. For that, I'm sorry."
He stands there, choking on words for a moment. And then manages to just spill out, I just wanted a chance. And he nods and starts to back away from you as if ashamed of himself, and falls into the lake and disappears, his spirit drawn through the water and into Ellie. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Uh, 16.
16, you succeed. You don't take any soul shard loss. Ophi, the last note fluttering across the water that seems to have taken forever to reach the bank where you stand is now in front of you. Which number do you pick?
3.
3. Oh, juicy.
Oh, God.
I'm really curious as to the reasoning behind this name, because I did not anticipate it. Maybe everybody else did. The name drifts towards you. I feel like your companions hang in the air as they're wondering who it is. And a figure starts to form that initially looks twisted and wrong. The hands, the face. But as it starts to develop, it becomes more and more familiar, not only to you, but to everybody. It's Bastion, whose spirit has been drawn in front of you. Confused, looking down at you. There was a moment back, maybe recently, maybe before, that has caused you to have this name on the tip of your tongue, so that when you were asked to decide on only 3 names, that Bastion had to be one of them. What do you say to him in this moment that is so important that you had to draw part of his spirit here when Bastion himself stands just across?
I think she reaches out for real Bastion.
And for like the reaction here, if you want, I can do it, but I'd almost prefer real Bastion to do it.
I'll take the helm.
Okay.
She reaches out and she pulls real Bastion around too, so that she's talking to both of them. Mm-hmm. And she says, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to try to take away your choice or your moment. I thought I was doing the right thing. And it feels like the whole time I've been here, I just constantly think I'm doing the right thing. And I just keep hurting people I care about. And I'm so sorry I hurt your little girl. And I'm sorry I hurt Ellie, and I'm sorry I hurt Sküggi. And I just feel like I just keep trying to make things right, and I just keep fucking everything up. But I'm sorry I took away your choice. Because all you do is give everyone else a chance to make their own choice, and I tried to take that away from you.
I spent my entire life thinking that I was making the right choice. I thought I could free a land with adventurers. I thought that I could bring my family to that land. I thought that I could protect them for what was right. I watched it all crumble to ash in my own hands. I've spent the last 30 years trying to recover that. There is no one on this planet or in this realm that knows the feeling that you have right now more than me. All we can do is to try and keep going.
And he fades away in that moment as your regret lands, and you see Bastion, the spirit, fade into the water, and the light drawn into Ellie, who now begins to breathe. You can see she is again alive. I do need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Natural 20.
Wow. You do not take any soul shards. Lady Marwyn stands up, Ellie now in her hands, still cradling her. It can be bitter on the tongue. Truth. You have all done a service, and I respect you for that. And she takes one hand and puts it over the lake, and you can see it begin to bubble, and this fragment that you are now familiar with begins to emerge from it. She says, take it. You will need it. It's your last chance. And she turns and starts to walk away, and as she does, she literally just walks into the lake and keeps walking. She disappears along with Ellie, and where she was standing begins to spiral, much like the whirlpool that you had entered to get here. It waits for your decision.
Do you think she's safe?
I think as safe as anything is down here.
Ophelie will hesitate, but if no one else goes for the shard, she'll reach out.
I think Bastion will go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll let you. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Bastion, you grab the shard as everybody steps forward, unless you tell me otherwise, to be drawn into this whirlpool, which begins to suck the five of you down deep into this water that is frigid cold and dark, but almost cleansing in a way. As we take our first break. Hey everybody, we're back for a snack break there. Much needed snack break, probably. I don't know about you guys, but that was feeling a little heavy there at the end.
I'm
But
feeling
you didn't even have a
feelings.
I didn't even have a snack? No,
You
I
didn't
was
have
sitting
a
here
snack.
doing final prep.
Gavin is a
based
snack.
on your decision. I am a snack. I did have bubbly, and I'm about to have some rosé poppy. Thanks to Dwayne for running over and grabbing those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for grabbing our puppy.
Yeah, thank you. Before we get into it, though, as I said earlier, I mean, all through this campaign, is that we are really appreciative of our sponsors. So we don't want to give some shout outs there, too. But before we do, I also want to give a quick shout out to our Discord community and everybody that's been involved there. Everybody at this table except me, essentially, because I don't ever go in fucking Discord.
You're welcome.
But I think Russ has probably played the biggest role in growing that place.
Definitely.
Yeah.
He said we have to go there.
But everybody's been in there. So, like, I want to say, Russ, thank you for pushing us there, putting in the time, putting in the effort, you know, relentlessly pulling in your friends and their friends and their friends to come hang out.
Stealing from every other
And what-
Discord
I'm
server.
tenacious.
He's pulling
Yeah,
friends.
it's tenacious. But,
Yeah.
like, look what happened. I think we have almost like 200 or 150 around there.
60, yeah.
Somewhere around there, like people in the Discord, and it's active. The people there are rad. We have a lot of fun.
Invite your friends.
Invite your friends. Come hang
Yeah.
out.
That's
We're
what
a chill
happens when you
crew.
pull your friends.
You don't have to be in Nanaimo.
And you can see, what's his name? Fire Drake's buns.
Yeah. He's got
Yes. Oh my
sweet buns.
goodness.
Regular bun
They-
They
picks.
were good looking.
They-
well,
they have
good,
the best
nice.
Anyway, thank you Discord community,
color.
and thank you Russ. You guys are all awesome. Anyway,
Thanks.
let's give a shout out to the sponsors.
Great. First off, we've got UFF Screen Printing. Heroes, guildmasters, and merch-hungry bards. Do you seek legendary screen printing? Then heed this summons to UFF Screen Printing in Nanaimo. With over 18 years of crafting crisp, high-quality prints, these inksmiths wield water-based inks, dye, discharge, and plastisol like a wizard mastering the arcane. Whether you need to bold banners, custom sigils, or shirts, or a horde of matching tavern tees, they'll make your designs look epic. Perched above the Vault Cafe in downtown Nanaimo, UFF works their magic on fabric daily. Ready to make your mark? Visit uffscreenprinting.com or scry their latest works on Instagram at UFFSERIGRAFIA.
People in their cars writing it down on their hand. Quick.
Yeah, just do the back 10 seconds thing on your podcast app. UFF Screen Printing, because every barbarian needs a good T-shirt.
He is back from Argentina.
I
now.
saw him today,
good.
actually.
Yeah, so you can go visit him above the vault. He's a great guy.
It's a rad
absolutely.
shop too. It's not just T-shirts.
Oh,
it's
he's
like,
got so much good
It's
stuff
cool,
in
like
there.
print work. We have some on our wall in the office, but
He's
also,
a fantastic artist.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's really good shit in there. So go check it
Does
out.
he have snacks?
Shut up,
don't-
Tash.
I don't
He
think
is
so.
a snack.
There may have been mints on his desk.
You've survived cursed dungeons, outfarted your party's bard, killed the ghost of your father, and told your poisoning co-conspirator to fuck off in the afterlife.
Coke conspirator?
Co-conspirator. Maybe it's time to talk to someone. Dwayne Orser isn't just another quest giver. He's a licensed counselor with a +5 to compassion and resistance to emotional damage. Whether you're carrying guilt, burnout, or just tired of being the one who always holds it together, Dwayne offers a safe, judgment-free space to unpack your psychic baggage. You face demons and death saves. Now face yourself. Visit www.dwayneorser.com because even in the Underworld, healing is a valid side quest, and honestly, long overdue.
Hell yeah.
And if you have extra wings,
He'll just clip them right off.
He's a wing clipper.
I got an extra pair for somebody if they need them.
For sale.
Hell
$12.
Yeah.
$12.
Would that be $12 a wing or?
Yeah.
Yeah, 24 bucks.
Russ, I was just reading the can. It says, while gently lifting the spirits with a mix of green tea, caffeine, and alpha galangal extract. So
Oh boy.
might be a long night for you.
Oh,
We're
shit, I'm going to
playing
be up
late.
all night.
Alpha
We're playing late.
Galangal.
No wonder I need to poop.
Alpha galangal extract.
Those are really good. Those Ollie Pops. I
They're
like the poppies too,
interesting, eh?
but they're tasty.
I really like it.
Oh boy.
And Maydor's a goblin now.
Hooray!
Goblin these nuts.
All right. Wow.
Sorry about me. About caffeine.
He can't be held responsible any longer.
Yeah, that's it. He's got the excuse in the bag.
7 mils of caffeine. Yeah. Okay, now what?
Yeah, where'd you go from?
Yeah, come on, Gavin.
Play a sound effect or something. We need a
I
transition.
need a fart sequence or something.
No problem.
Sean?
It's on deck. Don't worry.
I saw his eyebrows
let's get started.
He's gonna wait till we're all crying again.
All right. We're all serious now.
We're serious.
As you emerge from the trials of Wailscar, you find yourselves not at the lakeside, but back at Lumina's Rest. Its atmosphere now shifted. The once still stones that circle the shrine now pulse softly with a gentle light, as if their very essence of the fragments has breathed new life into this place. The pool that once held only darkness now reveals a cracked sphere, its edges glowing faintly, showing that the fragments are ready to be united. There is still a hint of gloom that once lingered here, but now it feels as though hope and determination have begun to take root, guiding you toward the final steps of your journey. What do you do?
I think we just go over and put the shards in.
Sounds reasonable.
Give it a whirl.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Ophelie will head over to where the place for the shards is, and she'll wait for the others to join her before
Okay.
putting hers in as well.
It's at the head of the shrine where, when you first came here, you saw Lumina, and there was that, not a seance, well, we'll call it a seance, whatever, seance happening, and in the center was that shrine area, that sphere, that is now opened, and looks like it's the areas for the fragments to go. However, one looks like it's been shifted and is the current one that needs to be placed. You can see it is glowing with heat, letting you know that the first fragment to be placed is that of Bloodhearth.
That was Cherie. Cherie, you have that one.
Cherie would she would take out her shard
Okay.
and she would stick it in the orifice.
All right. And before you do, I just want to mention that you do have the option to let someone else do it. You don't have to do it yourself.
Don't look at me like that.
Cherie would go over and do it, yeah.
Cherie's going to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. As you nestle the Bloodhearth shard into the cracked sphere, Forge heat floods the shrine. Veins of molten orange race across your skin while leaving embers. Cinder-like creatures spill out, shrieking like hammer-struck iron. Your allies must hold them at bay as the fragments drink your strength. We're going to enter into essentially a quick combat, as the other characters are going to need to protect Cherie. As each round, I'm going to need you to be making me a check. For body, it is going to be strength, I believe. Yes, you're going to be making strength checks for each of your rounds. So you're not in this combat. You are engaged in the fragment and need to stay there. If you fail, you will take damage each round, or you'll lose a success if one of these creatures manages to interrupt you. Everybody except Cherie, I need to roll me some initiative.
27.
Holy shit.
Natural 20.
Oh, beats out
18.
Sküggi and Maydor.
8.
Wow, Maydor is just like in the background, like, posh wanking it.
Okay. Really started something there.
Let me just get.
Started a wank. That got the whole world wanking.
These creatures, as I said, spill out. I'm supposed to roll 2d4 to see how many we get, just to keep it fun and random. Unless I roll 2 1s, then I'm re-rolling. Just kidding, I won't. Oh, a 4 and a 3, so you get 7 of these little buggers. Yeah,
Thanks, Daddy.
you're welcome. Oh, I didn't roll for them.
0.
5. Wow, they're the posh one.
Ha!
Because you had 8.
Take that.
Take that, buggers. Bastion, you see Cherie put her hand down. These things emerge from the stone as she's like literally bound to this. She can't move. You can see the energy almost drawing from her. These cinder motes flitter around and start to chase towards her. You have a short time to protect her. What do you do?
Bastion will spin his halberd over his head. Makes 3 attacks.
Okay.
It's a 14, a 15, and a 24.
Okay.
Are they all sort of like clustered around?
No, they're
Cherie?
kind of all around, but you could probably hit like 2 to 3 at a time.
Okay. So he's going to sort of spread those attacks between 3 of them, but stand right behind Cherie, and because he's got that 10-foot reach, try and create a perimeter
Okay.
around her.
I like it.
Do all of those hit? Or
Remind me of the numbers. I was just
14,
quickly-
15, and 24.
Everything but 14, so 2 of them. Two of them,
hit.
yeah.
Okay. And as soon as one of them gets in close, he has a reaction in place as it enters into the square.
Okay.
But that is, one of them's going to take 14 points of damage.
Holy shit. Okay.
And the other one is going to take 12.
12. Okay.
He is also going to use for one of those his tactical master push. And he's going to push it 10 feet straight away. So
Further back.
Further
Okay.
back, yeah.
The first one you hit or the last one?
I mean the last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody else has a moment to react. Ophelie's coming up next as these creatures have emerged. Bastion there already protecting Cherie and doing a fantastic job of it already. You can see he's already significantly damaged 2 of them. 5 still remaining.
Perfect,
Well,
yeah.
all 7 remaining, but
Yeah. Ophelie is gonna target. Whichever one's closest to Cherie.
okay.
And she's gonna do her booming blade, shadow blade combo.
Okay, sounds good. So you're going after the one, right? Or you might try to hit multiples. You could probably hit 2 to 3 at a time.
Yeah. So she'll hit once they're clustered then.
Okay.
So first one's gonna be 22 to hit.
Yep.
It's gonna be 26 to hit,
That one dies.
and that's gonna be a 18 to hit.
For the second one, that hits.
So those 3 hits.
Oh, what was the?
They're all 3. Those were just all 3 to hit.
Oh, I thought you said 22 to hit like
To
damage.
hit. No.
Okay,
sorry.
all three
I was
of
just
those
rolling
hit.
That's what she meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's totally what I meant.
Yeah, ha, 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 ha.
No, I'll be honest.
All 3 hit.
All 3 hit. That's going to be 6, 12, 16, 19, no, 21, 22.
That one dies. Boom! Little shrapnel piece of ember cinder flitters through the air.
7, 12 plus 5 is 17.
Okay. And third hit.
And then that's going to be 6, also plus 5, so 11.
Okay. Nice. So you manage to down one, which is kind of like explodes into this little ember ball and flitters to the ground. The other 2 you've connected with, but still flying around, trying to make their way towards
And
Cherie
they are
as you protect
surrounded
her.
by booming energy. So if they
Interesting.
move, they will take damage.
Oh, interesting. Okay. That's very cool. Up next, we have Sküggi.
Is there like a few clustered? I have a little area spell thing I want to use.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just a 5-foot area.
We'll say around you, there's the other 2 clustered.
Okay, so Sküggi is going to take his first 2 arrow shots at one of them.
Okay.
And got a 27 and a 16.
Both of those hit.
Both of those hit, so those are going to be a D8 damage. And then he's going to, I'll just roll those on those guys. So this is at the first one. We've got an 8 and a 6 plus 10 more. 8 and 6 is 14 plus 10 is 24.
To the 1.
To the 1.
That one dies. Boom.
And with
Flitter.
that comes a hail of thorns, so just like all this like rain of icicles come down, and will deal 1d10 damage depending on the dex save
Okay, of the last creature.
of the other one that was in that same
Dex. 8.
8 is a fail, so it's going to take 8.
Okay, 8 to the last one because you already down the other.
Yeah.
But then you still have a chance to attack that one, right?
No, I used my 2 attacks on the first guy.
Oh, okay, you did. All right,
Yeah.
sounds good.
So that's the end of his turn.
Last one took the 8
Just the
damage.
8, yep.
2 have now been downed. Maydor, you can see your teammates are doing a pretty good job of keeping these things at bay. 2 are down. You have 5 remaining. What do you do?
I just choose another 2 that haven't been hit yet.
Okay,
I'm going to do, first hit is 23 to hit.
23 hits.
I'm going to do 17 points of damage on the first one.
That one goes down. Boom. Another one flitters to the ground.
And that's going to be, it hits. It's like a 32 to hit.
Oh, yeah. No, this one's special. It doesn't hit that one.
And that's going to be 13 points of damage.
13. Hold on.
And I'm going to...
Actually, that one goes down too.
Oh, okay.
It was
Perfect.
one of the ones that Ophelie did. I had to do the math.
Just
on that
before I
one.
put my hunter's mark and then wasted it. That's perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys you're down to 3 already as they try to rush towards Cherie. However, everybody is standing in the way. Anybody who has reaction spells for moving.
2 of them would also take the booming damage when they move.
Okay.
Yes. And I'm going to try to summon my dog. I know I gave it away.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
Yes, you have completed Wailscar. I forgot to tell you guys
Oh,
that
nice.
you would have found your items or realize that your spells are back.
Is the bow tie there? Is the bow tie there?
It's the bow tie.
Oh,
Is
the
it
bow
on
tie's there.
Yes.
Hell yes. Pristine condition.
Ophi's got this bag of ashes and is like, oh, for fuck's sake.
So, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Ophi. But because I can summon it with a free action, I get a bonus action
Oh, go
to
for it.
attack with the dog as well.
Sounds good.
And it's an 8.
Oh. A little distracted by his bow tie. It's got travel sickness.
He's got a caught in his mouth.
Yeah. It's not right. It's not wearing it properly.
I rolled a 7 and a 4 for thunder damage. So those 2 that
Nice.
were hit before would take math.
11.
Thanks. 11.
Oh, each?
Each, yeah.
Oh shit.
Thunder.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
If
Two
that makes a
more.
difference.
Two more go down. There's one left.
Bastion has a reactive strike.
Give me the reaction.
It's a 19 to hit.
Yep.
And so he will do. It's 11 points of damage on it.
11. Ooh, just shy. 10. Yep. You do hit it though, and you are in its way as the last person, so it is going to, as the last character, it is going to attempt to attack you for 2. Too distracted to get to Cherie, and you are able to keep it from her. Cherie, I need you to make me that strength save as you try to control this shard as it's being placed. I need a 16 or higher, I'll tell you that openly.
Well, there's a 2 on the dice plus 7 is 9.
Boy.
So close.
4d10 is what I got to roll for this.
Yikes.
Woof.
3 is fine.
Is that 1 or 10? Is there a 0? No, that's 1, so it's literally 1. So 5, another 1, 6, and 7 is 14.
Okay.
14 points of fire damage to you.
Meow, meow.
We'll go top of the round. We only have one of these little creatures. If we kill it, we'll just go straight back to Cherie, who need...
Right.
You have 1 success... Or no, that's 1 failure. I need 2 successes. We'll go back to the top of the round. Bastion. This creature is still in front of you, which makes sense. You had the opportunity to hit it on your reaction. It is still there.
I hit it a bunch of times.
Okay, I only need 2 HP. So if you hit it...
I hit it more than once.
Okay.
It's dead.
It's dead. It boom flutters to the ground. However, in this moment, the energy that comes from these things is enormous. I need everybody to make some dexterity saves as the group of them radiate heat as there's essentially what is a mini explosion.
20.
21.
Nice.
19.
Wow.
20.
Jeez, okay, everybody's fine.
Jesus.
It's good. Cherie doesn't need to worry about it.
Oh, I got a nat 20 on the dice.
Oh, okay, good.
Do that again in like 2 seconds from now.
Yeah. Just like don't even just like pretend to roll it.
Cherie, you hear nothing now, which is great. You feel fully protected and can now focus on the task at hand. I need you to make another strength save. 16.
Yeah, like,
You don't get the natural 20. You rolled that for the other thing.
Now, here's a question: are we able to assist her with this?
No.
Sailor Moon style, we all.
Yeah, I was gonna say we all hold our arms.
You can try. Do it just for fun.
No.
Okay.
Can I use my luck?
Yes.
Please do.
you also have an inspiration.
So 17 on the dice and
That's a pass.
plus so 21.
Beautiful.
24.
That was 1. I need 2. Keep rolling.
Keep rolling.
Yeah.
But she got the nat 20 earlier, didn't she?
That was
No,
for
that was-
the early roll. I'm not counting that.
That's an evasion.
I'm not counting.
Oh, that was for the evasion. That's why I thought
Yeah.
it was for the. My bad.
Hang on, I'm just gonna see how many luck things I have. I think I got a couple.
You have inspiration.
You also have
Divine
inspiration.
inspiration,
Which you
extra attack,
can use if you fail. You don't have to pick it beforehand.
sorcery points.
See, we're helping.
Okay. All right.
Inspiring you with all this cash.
13 and 7
You do it.
would be 20.
40.
Nice. You got
Nice.
40. My math is wrong.
Plus your natural 20.
Right. Yeah. That's
right.
okay.
it. With a roar of
Put that
will.
shard in.
With a roar of will, the fragment locks. Its glow flares, then explodes in a furnace blast. The cinder motes that were remaining burst into harmless sparks that fade into the wind.
If anyone needs some healing, now's the time.
For the love of God, yes.
Anyone got some healing they can offer?
Yeah, sure you can do that.
Ophelie will start to make her way over to the altar, but she won't do anything until
Okay.
people have healed up.
Yeah.
The shrine begins to shift. The next fragment slot is that of Greyspire. The mind is now available.
Once people are healed, Ophi will.
11 points.
Thank you. Where's that, 40 that you did to your dad?
It's daddy. Oh, I thought you were talking about you.
There he is.
So cure wounds is a touch. So it would be 3d8 plus 4. So that would you could roll your d8s.
Sure.
D8s.
Where are all my D8s?
I have a bunch if you need them.
I have some too. On my handy dandy purple riser.
Perfect. I'm back up to full.
Oh, wow.
Yeehaw.
Everyone good to go?
Yep.
Ophelie
this.
goes ahead and slots the stone in.
I get my dog to stand next to her.
Okay. A cool, argent light seeps from the gray spire shard as it seats. A pressure blooms behind your eyes. Thoughts splinter into echoing doubts. Crystal-edged doubt splinters blink into existence. Small creatures strobing between here, there, and elsewhere, eager to shred concentration while your friends defend you. We will use the same initiative order. However, I'm going to swap Cherie with Ophi just to speed things up. Bastion, you're back to top of the round. More of these little creatures. However, these ones are somehow different. They seem to move and almost teleport around as your friend Ophi tries to handle this shard.
Bastion is going to.
Oh, hold on. I need to roll for how many there are.
Oh, yeah. Thank God, because I have to
3,
look.
I think.
I have to look something up. So this works out well.
5 this time.
He's rolling well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Are they all
well?
like relatively clustered?
These ones, unfortunately, are not. They kind of jump in and out of space almost.
So if I were to. Bastion's going to sort of plant the glaive on the ground and pull out the molten hammer.
Yeah.
And he is going to activate it and use the molten swing.
Sweet.
So they need to make a DC 16 dex save in a 15-foot cone.
1. I will give you advantage on the roll for my natural 1.
They failed, so it's just damage. that
Right.
they take,
I meant.
One more damage dice.
Yeah.
One more damage dice. Perfect. Can I get?
Thank you, Russ.
Thank you. 3d8 from
Yeah.
somebody.
I have 3d8 here.
Oh, perfect.
I need them for my character.
Aha. 8, 12, 16, 18, 19, 25 points of damage in a 15-foot cone.
Holy shit. You decimate 3 of them are gone, just like that.
Thank you, Daddy.
Jesus. Man, that was a hell of a hit. I take back the dice thing, the extra dice. You don't get advantage.
Let me just
Sorry.
see if I recharge on that.
I was being pushy there.
Oh, and it recharges.
Oh, fantastic. Cherie, you see 2 of these things splintering in and out of space as your friend Bastion destroys 3 of them with one swing of this molten hammer.
Fuck them up, Cherie.
What do you do to protect your friend Ophi?
She is going to cast Magic Missile.
Okay.
So that's 1d4. And she's going to target just one of them.
Okay.
So that's 2, 5, 6, 7. And I think that's +1 on all 3 of those. So 7, 8, 9, 10. And that'll be the whatever one that hits.
The one that you hit for 10 damage?
10 damage.
Okay, these little missiles come flying out from Cherie, hitting the one that gets blown back as it tries to approach Ophi, but is unsuccessful.
Cherie's going to put herself between the creatures and Ophi.
Okay, sounds good. So if they try to fly past you, an opportunity attack.
Correct.
A wise choice. Sküggi.
Sküggi kind of does the same thing, and he like puts his back into Ophi's back and like uses his little whatever's left of his wing nubs to like kind of give her a hug.
Wow.
And
Gross and cute.
So, we're like still kind of bleeding a bit.
And then there's a fair bit of like structure around us. Is there like fountain?
Yeah, there's like, I mean, the fountain that she's at has structure right now. So.
He's gonna cast web then like between a couple points in front of her to kind of just cast it up as like a screen that might catch these things in it like a spider web.
I like it. That's cool. Okay, yeah. Kind of like a cross almost above her is probably makes the most sense with like some of the shrine pillars. So them coming over from above will be difficult.
So if they go to fly into her, they have to do a dex save if they fly past that plane.
Okay, I like it. They might actually do that to get around everybody that is making this reaction wall. Maydor, you are up.
I just... Is there one about, say, 20 feet away from Ophi right now?
Definitely. There's 2 remaining. One of them is further away.
18 to hit.
Yep.
Perfect. My dog runs at that one, and it will take 8 points, but then 1 extra d6 because it ran.
Oh.
8, so that's 13 points.
13 points of damage to that one as your wolf lunges at it, catches it out of the air, and tries to rip it apart. Do you have any other actions?
I have 2 other actions as Maydor.
Okay, let's do it.
That's going to be 26 to hit.
Yep. And are you focusing on the one that your dog had, your wolf, or the other?
I'll finish that one.
Okay.
Well, potentially. 8 points of damage.
Yep.
Does it go down?
Not yet.
I'll throw in my hunter's mark.
Okay.
Nice. Another 6 points of damage.
Now it goes down.
Nice.
You're able to weaken it just as your dog closes his jaw and shatters it into pieces.
And I just pick another one off. That's
Yep,
just
there's one left. Yep.
Just bamfed up. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
Yep.
And that will be... that will be 8 points of damage, and I'm going to throw a hunter's mark in it again, so I'm going to mark 2 hunter's marks here.
Okay, I'll need 3 damage to take it down.
3.
Actually?
Yep.
Nice. Okay, that one goes down. Man, you guys are mowing these things down. I may have not anticipated the level 12 damage that you can do, but it's great. Everybody's doing a fantastic job. Ophi,
I'm
you
probably
are...
cheating as well, so who knows?
You are well protected. However, I do need you to make a intelligence check as you try to resist.
That is going to be an 18.
18, success. You need a 16 for each of them. One more roll.
Natural 20.
Oh, beautiful. I'll put my 40-10 away, I guess. I had them in my palm just in case I needed to roll them. However...
Yeah, you're pretty quick with those, just saying.
Yeah, rude.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, just ready to kill.
I'm just trying to make it faster.
I also had a +8 and reliable talent, which means I don't roll lower than a 10.
Clarity triumphs. The shard clicks home, and a tidal hush sweeps the mind. The doubt splinters sparkle, then shatter into dust that drifts like falling snow. A wave of calm purges fatigue. All who have exhaustion, insanity, or damage is fully reset.
Ooh.
Maydor.
A cool air replaces the psychic storm.
I wasn't listening.
Your insanity
All of
or
your
exhaustion
insanity is gone.
is gone. And everybody heals fully.
Nice.
Now he's a prick.
Like I get all of my hit points back?
Yeah,
Like,
everybody
they go back up?
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
heals fully.
Oh, this is... I've played enough video
but
games to know
like-
this is a bad sign.
That room that has
DM
all the
lets you
health
reset
potions
your
right
health.
before.
Yeah.
Obviously still adjusted to like any soul shard negatives, right? Like it doesn't negate soul shards.
Sorry, you said spell slots too?
Nope. Health, insanity, and exhaustion.
Oh, sorry, I missed that
Did
part.
I find any magic weapons? Or...
The
Do I get inspiration?
no,
I have dark vision.
You get inspiration.
Yeah.
The shrine shifts into its last position. The energy around it now starting to almost make the feeling of a vortex, like something is being pulled towards it, like you're drawn towards it as it clicks into place. The last fragment for Wailscar spirit is available.
Bastion holds the shard in his hand. I feel incredibly unqualified for this. And slowly walks forward.
Do you want me to do it?
No, I think I got this. And puts it in.
Okay. A mournful hum. A mournful hum rises as the Wailscar peace finds its seat. Memories, sweet and bitter, cascade through your soul, Bastion. From the fragment glide translucent grief moths, wing beats sounding like distant sobs. They circle, siphoning hope, while your companions guard the ritual. I'm going to just randomly, just to mix it up so that we're not going in the same order, because it'll be more fun, the initiative order, just so that the same people aren't going in different... Oh, and Ophi? And not Bastion?
I get to play too.
No, you don't.
How come mine fell off the table?
It's right here.
Okay.
Through it.
Okay. Ophi, you're up first for protecting your friend Bastion. Let's roll to see how many we got.
3.
1.
2.
1.
2.
5 again.
Sorry. Elbowing Tash.
He likes it.
Triple attack with Albert doing the flyby.
Okay, sounds good. These ones are definitely more in clusters. They're moths and attracted towards the light that is essentially around where Bastion is, this radiating thing. So they are all a lot closer.
Okay, sounds good. Alrighty, she's just going to try and target ones that are close then.
Okay, sounds good. I think you could probably target up to 3 again.
Perfect, sounds good. She will do that. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Yep,
That is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
yep.
And that is going to be a 17 plus 9.
Yeah, that hits.
Perfect.
Kill them. Kill them. Kill them.
Yeah, making quick work of this this little round.
6, 12. Ooh, I rolled 2 6s and 3 5s. So 15, 21, 27.
So one of them?
Yeah. That's,
You don't have to keep rolling. That one
Okay.
dies.
Yeah. Just like destroying moths.
ooh, only 4 to the second one.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
That one laughs.
And then 7 to the second one.
7? Okay, sounds good.
When they move, they take
Same damage.
the booming blade
Okay.
or the booming energy one.
Is that a static damage or do you roll?
I roll for it. It's,
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll let you know. All right, next up we have Sküggi.
Oh, it's Sküggi.
I just randomly shuffled.
Sküggi's
How
gonna
is puberty going?
Yeah.
take out his bow.
Is he going to take the wings off these moths? This is how it feels.
Try and stick them on.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
He's gonna shoot one with his bow
Okay.
2 times,
Shooter.
right in the bum.
I caught it.
20, 30, and 22.
To hit, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna throw some 8s at that. Plus 5 each, so 10 and 9. And then the birds are gonna go in there, and they're gonna give me another D8.
10 and 9 to each of them. One got 10,
jeez.
one got 9.
No, this is just a one attack.
One attack.
Sorry,
So
2
nine-
attacks, 1 bad guy.
Okay, so 19 to the first one.
Bad moth.
Do the birds have
plus
wings?
3 more.
Oh, that one goes down.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So we've got 2 that have gone down. You have 3 more remaining. Do you have any other moves, Sküggi?
No, that's all he's doing there.
Maydor, you are up. 3 moths now flying towards your friend Ophi, taunting her, trying to distract her from succeeding.
You mean his love, Bastion?
His love, Bastion.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I quickly whip off my cape and
shirt?
cowl.
Oh,
What
okay.
cake?
My cape and cowl.
know to tell me
and
there was
I
cake.
start running towards Bastion, but I'm like kind of waving my cape at the moths as well, trying to distract them. I
love it.
And
So
then,
good.
And as I'm running towards them, as I take off the cape, what everybody else notices, I'm actually wearing assless chaps. I skid up to them on my heels, and I go instantly back to back.
Yes.
Don't worry, I've got you.
So tight.
Did you hug him with your butt muscles?
He clenched around him.
We call this a moon landing.
Inspiration.
Yeah. If I were one to give inspiration, I would give one.
21 to hit one of them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Sorry, I was distracted by the butt.
Oh, I see. That's not the right dice.
Which one are you going after? One that's been hit or the fresh dally?
Fresh Dally will go 13.
Okay, to hit.
No, I've already hit
damage.
him for sure.
Oh, sorry.
13 damage.
Okay.
Nothing happens to him.
Well, I mean, you hit it, but it's not dead.
I'll hit that one again.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20.
Oh.
I'll choose a different one.
Too late.
Oh, I guess it's just, it's 17.
Yeah, max damage.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Yeah.
It's gone.
And then could my dog run and jump at one of them?
Yeah, absolutely. You got 2 left.
Would it jump more than 20 feet going forwards at one of them? Like if it runs, that's like 10 feet, and then it jumps for 10 feet?
Let's give it an athletics check. 15 or higher, and I'll give it to you.
That would be... No, 14. Fuck.
14. Just misses.
So doggy
Shivan.
misses.
Doggy
Yeah.
misses.
Yeah.
All right, Cherie, there is 2 remaining.
That's perfect. Cherie is going to just walk up to them, and she's going to grab them by the wings.
Oh my God.
Sküggi's like, oh no, slow mo.
And she's going to do shocking grasp,
Okay.
Nice.
I think. So 19 and 8 is 27
To
I
hit.
think.
Oh yeah.
And then so they're going to take 3d8.
Okay. I know you're
sorry.
hitting both of them. I think shocking grasp. You can only target one.
Yeah, so I've got 2 wings.
Oh,
I got
I
them
think
by
meant
the
like.
2 wings. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I get 2 attacks.
Oh, okay.
Completing the circuit.
I see.
6 and 5 is 11. 12, 13. 13.
On top of 13 total. Hold on.
13 total.
Nice. That one goes down just. Flitters down to the ground. You have 1 remaining.
She's just gonna let go of the wings of that one, and then she's gonna go over to the other one and grab the wings on the other one.
Okay.
So 18 on the dice, so 26, and then they're gonna
Yep.
take 3d6. And 6 and 4 is 10. Plus 1 is 11.
11. This one's still standing, only
Oh.
just by 2 points. It is going to have an opportunity attack, amazingly.
Does it move?
No, because
You just so
Cherie is holding it, so it is going to emit its death dust. I need
farts.
it farts. Cherie,
Sean.
I need Cherie.
Wait, 1 second.
Death dust.
You need to make a con save.
It's a 4D D&D here. Okay, hang on. A con save, is that what
Yeah,
you said?
yeah.
Okay. So 13 plus con is 11, so 24.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, you're fine.
Puts his dice
my
down.
dice
That's cool.
Pretty it does not succeed in doing anything to you. However, Bastion, it is now your turn to make a save of 16 wisdom.
You've got
This is why I wasn't qualified. It's 19 on the dice.
Wow,
Hey.
one success. Everything starts to glow quite a bit more. The energy picks up in the room. What is your next roll? You have to have 2 successes.
Oh my God.
That is a 10, but he is going to use his Indomitable trait.
Like a snowman?
Nope, it's so he can re-roll.
Okay.
And he gets a 15.
15. I need 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to pick up my 4d10.
There
Hold
you
on, let me
go.
roll some dice.
I'm glad we healed you.
Yeah, no kidding.
So that's 9, 12, 17 points of
Don't strain yourself there with all that.
necrotic damage. Wow.
Holy
death
fuck.
dust.
Yeah.
Too many things at once.
Yeah.
You got to go again. So take the necrotic damage
Yep.
and then another roll.
Natural 20.
All right. As the final fragment settles into place, a profound stillness falls over the shrine. Let me change the music temporarily to match. What's a good one here? Let's switch to this one.
Something really
YMCA?
peaceful, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's better.
Very peaceful.
Yeah.
As the final fragment settles into place, a profound stillness falls over the shrine. The grief moths dissolve into gentle motes of light that drift upwards, and for a heartbeat, everything seems almost at peace.
Yeah, right.
Bastion in this moment does the bonus action second wind.
Okay.
Nice. Good.
But then, the air begins to hum with a new, ominous energy. The ground trembles as the cobblestone beneath your feet start to tear and lift from the ground and spiral towards a point of growing darkness at the heart of the shrine. A portal begins to form, pulling at the very fabric of reality. From the swirling void, the Devouring Will emerges like heavy black smoke. A figure of pure, consuming hunger now forms before you. And by his side stands Ellie. Now appearing as her true self, her eyes clear and free of any stitches. She is very much alive. The Devouring Will's gaze sweeps across you all, a hunger burning in his eyes as he speaks with a voice that seems to echo from the depths of the void. You have come far, faced your fears, and bound the fragments to your will. But now you stand at the thresholds of oblivion. Only one may seal this gateway, and in doing so, become both warden and prisoner, while the others may go free. Many have tried. All have failed. He steps forward in front of you, his hands now forming into what looks like large hooks. And I need everybody to roll me some initiative. Will I change the combat music?
Shite.
Here we go. Let me quickly reset a whole lot of this stuff. Oh boy, can I have that one back, Bastion? I mean, Sean.
It's okay. I am Bastion.
You
now.
are Bastion. Let me roll for this bad boy as I bring up his stats, which are really fucking long.
Oh, good. That sounds promising.
Super awesome.
I got
50
long
hit points.
stats too.
He's gonna have at least 50.
Class. Where the fuck is... Oh, there it is. Come on!
Yeah.
I got a 10.
Bastion got 22.
Okay, let's go.
I got a 21.
So we
I
got...
mean, Ophelie got a 21.
So Bastion's up first. Ophi...
I got 23 actually.
Oh, did you actually?
Yeah.
Okay. Sküggs.
Unfortunately. I'm looking
So we got Sküggs, Bastion, Ophi,
13.
13,
10.
10. Okay.
Do you want to do rollies for that, or
For my 10?
because we both got 10s?
Yeah. Let's do... let's just do Dex. 21. Beat ya?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It sure did.
Yeah. Okay. This massive creature, thick black smoke hangs from it, centers itself among the group of you, does not seem at all concerned about what he's about to have to do. Sküggi, you are the first to act.
Sküggi has a fuck. So we're just like in a small group, and he's just like foof in the middle of us.
He stepped down. He actually came out of the portal that just formed, and like essentially like black
Walked
smoke,
into us.
fear or like smooth, flowed into the center of you, and then he formed.
Sküggi definitely doesn't like being that close, so he's gonna survey. He'll get an opportunity attack, won't he? Like, is he melee? We're that close?
Yeah.
Shite.
Fuck. Oh, I can Misty Step. Yeah, I'm gonna Misty Step. I have a free use one right there. Ha ha. Poof.
Okay.
Misty Stepped. How far does that make me go? 30 feet? Yeah. He goes foof. 30 feet away and appears on a top of something really cool, and that gives him advantage on things.
Let's say on top of one of the stone
Column
pillars.
pillar?
Yeah, one of the pillars. Yeah.
That sounds cool.
I think that's cool. I'm going to use this dice as his dice, just so I can keep
and
track
then
of it.
That's a full action, yeah. Oh no, that's a bonus action.
Actually, I can't fucking
Oh, I
read
still
it.
get a full action. Okay, then he's gonna go boom, boom, and throw 2 arrows at him. Well, not throw them, but like use his bow.
Okay.
Through 29 and 25.
29 and 25 both hit.
Both hit. So he's
hope so.
gonna get D8 for each, which is 7 and 5 is 12, and 2 and 5 is 7 is 19
Okay.
for those two thums. And then his crows are gonna go in, and he's gonna try to topple him instead of taking that extra little damage. So I believe it is a strength save required, which he's gonna kick my ass probably, but
Strength.
He's probably pretty weak.
14.
14. Oh, he fails.
Wow.
So he is going to he's just gonna get pushed away 15 feet from everybody,
Okay.
and then he's gonna be knocked prone.
Okay. Knocked prone, 19 points of damage, falls to the ground as he gets blown past everybody outside of this circle. Nice try, Sküggi. You're going to have to do better than push me around. Bastion.
Bastion just sprints for him.
Okay.
You son of a bitch, you brought her here.
We had a deal.
The deal was she was safe. He's going to take all 3 attacks on him with the Molten Hammer.
Okay.
Gets a critical hit,
Ooh,
a 24 and a 17.
All hit.
Great. I'm going to re-roll those 2 because he's prone, because he gets advantage to see if he crits again, which he doesn't.
Okay.
Ooh, that would have been nice.
It would have been. And because he's using the hammer, there is extra fire. Does the fire damage affect him? Should I bother rolling it?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. Every
It
time I've
does.
tried to use
It
the
does.
fire damage.
It's an extra, it's an
I'm
extra,
actually
it's an extra D10.
I'm like, you tell me. And I'm like quickly trying to read like condition immunities, damage immunities.
So that is 10, 14, 21.
I'm going to grab my calculator.
Yeah, no kidding. Actually, you know what? I'm going to have to. No, I can do this. 21, 27, 29, 35,
He's dead.
36.
Yeah, he dies.
He actually only
30.
had 16 hit points.
37.
He's
then
all
that's
smoke, no fire.
41, 45,
Jesus.
49 with the modifier. So it's 40. Yeah, 49 damage.
49.
Bastion's going to action surge.
Oh, God. Hell yeah.
Bastion's like full anime character right now, just like
Dragon Ball Z shit.
yeah, Super Saiyan.
The lowest he gets is an 18.
On to hit?
To hit.
Yeah, all of those would hit.
Great.
Bastion's got this. I'm just sitting there. That's my guy.
You still have assless chaps?
Yeah. Ooh.
Before going, Bastion did slap him on the ass.
That gives you inspiration.
Give me inspiration.
Aspiration.
Yes, oh boy.
It works.
Hard to read in this light.
That is true. It's 25 damage for
Next additional
next round.
25. Okay,
Yeah.
sounds
big deal.
good.
Yeah.
Bastion, I thought we had an agreement.
Get fucked.
Wow, you guys have done actually a pretty decent amount of damage to this guy already. As we move on to Ophie's turn.
Oh, well, here we go.
Ophi is going to cast her last level 2 spell.
Oof.
And she is going to Booming Blade, Shadow Blade with an Albert flyby.
Okay.
Top Gun.
That's a natural 20 right out the gate.
Now you guys roll all the 20s. God damn.
And then the next one's going to be a 14.
Okay. 14 will miss.
And then the next one's a 24 to hit.
Okay, so those two hit.
Okay, perfect. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 38, 46 is the brutal critical, and now I roll.
Jeez.
And now shoot.
And now I roll.
Oh boy.
So campaign's finished up. Thanks everybody for listening.
Yeah, it's been it's fun.
That's going to be 8, 12, 17, 27, 30. So that's for hit number 1.
Okay.
So 30 plus the brutal critical. Yeah,
Yep.
just wanted to make sure you remembered.
Oh, I'm on it.
I just wanted to make sure. And then we've got a...
That's just like, I feel a little inadequate. I thought I had a really cool moment.
Hit him for 4.
12,
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
13, 16, 21, 25, 28. I think I did over 100 points of damage.
Yeah, that's wild.
Jesus.
Boom.
As
she stands over him, she goes, "Get fucked."
Bastion, you are having this toe-to-toe with him, and then Ophi just runs up and hammers him just as hard. And you can see, like, some of the smoke in him actually start to dissipate a little bit, and he kind of, like, cracks his neck if smoke can crack. And he turns towards you, Ophi. God, I wish you took that deal. The strings I could pull, but alas, we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way.
I think he says this, and Ophi looks at Bastion with a bit of concern, and then at his gauntlets.
We move on to our friend Cherie.
So Cherie is going to cast Sacred Flame, which is a Dex 16 save.
Dex of 16. Natural 20. I get one.
So excited. Yeah. Everybody's rolling bombs.
You get a 20.
Are you prone though? Does that make any difference?
Prone, yep.
Prone.
Oh, you are.
Oh.
Sorry, dude. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I have to roll disadvantage.
That's right. Yeah.
It's like inspiration, but backwards.
2. Fucking Maydor.
Why don't we throw a couple of D8s your way?
I'm so glad.
So that would be 4 and 4 is 8. 8 and 5, 13.
Okay. Plus 13. Hold on. Let me just,
That's that.
all right. So, and those were Sacred Flame, right?
Yeah, Sacred Flame.
Nice.
So magic-y stuff.
All right. The Sacred Flame hits him for an additional, I think you said it was 13 damage, right?
So just a question: when it
Yep.
says like my actions, it says I have 2 actions.
Yep.
So does that mean I can actually like I don't know?
You can go again. Yeah.
and do the same thing?
Yep.
Well, giddy up. Let's do that.
Okay.
Magic?
DC 16
Oh,
with
wait,
disadvantage.
spell?
Is it a spell?
It's a spell.
You
It's a
can't-
cantrip.
No, just
No, you
oh,
can-
it's
oh.
a cantrip. Maybe you can.
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
If
I
it
can
says
just
you have two
I can
full
just use
actions,
I.
can you?
Yeah, it's 2 full actions.
It's
You
2
can-
full actions,
Yeah.
I think. you
Okay,
can.
fair.
Okay. So you're gonna have to roll with disadvantage again. I'm assuming. I don't know.
Yep.
Or do you want to keep?
Yeah,
your
you're
2?
still on the floor.
8 and 8 actually. Wait, what is his? What is the roll for? Let me just see in case that stat's high enough.
No,
Is it strength?
60.
Dex?
Dex. Sorry.
No. Fail.
So you're gonna take some more.
Okay.
Sad trombone.
So we got 8 on the dice, and then whatever that is a so 9. 9 and 4 is again 13.
Oh wow.
So 26.
Lucky 13 for this guy.
He's dead.
He's definitely not dead.
Not
No.
dead.
Damn.
We come to his turn,
Ruh-roh.
which should be fun.
He's got to get up.
He does stand up
That was easy.
and draws energy. Tries to from everybody. I need you all to give me Constitution saving throws.
Constitution.
23.
Success.
I'm gonna use my luck.
Come on, motherfucker. Oh, I'm gonna use
24.
Success.
22.
Come on.
Oh, fuck. I'm using my inspiration.
18.
It was
Oh,
success.
fuck.
Come on, Skoogs.
13.
You are going to lose 100 soul shards as he gains
soul shards.
some energy back from Sküggi.
What? He's draining you.
He then looks around at who's closest to him. Who was in melee? Not Sküggi. He was far away.
Ophelie was
And Bastion.
And Bastion. And I think Cherie, right? Because you were doing shocking... or no.
No, I was doing Sacred Flame.
What's the
But
range on that?
he got pushed back.
Yeah, he's
So I don't
pushed
know.
back.
So I don't
Okay,
know.
so you're not in melee.
Bastion and Ophelie moved in with
Bastion.
me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So we're going to focus on the two of you for this first thing. He reaches out with these dark, smoky hands and places them on each of your shoulders and tries to cast a necrotic spell on you. It's an attack spell, so I just roll. I'm going to roll first for Ophie's. A lot, so we'll just say it hits. Ooh, this one maybe not. 17 to hit, Bastion?
17 does hit.
Okay. You are each going to take, for this one is 3d8 plus 4, so 9, 14 points to Ophi, and I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. So 14 points of necrotic damage.
That's going to be a natural one.
Ooh. You have disadvantage on your next saving throw. Bastion, you are going to take also 14 points of damage, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Great. As a reaction, while we're at it, Bastion's going to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
On his own patron.
Yeah, 100%. He's gonna fucking do something to me later. I know it. So you have to make a Dex saving throw, DC 16, please.
Fail. He's doing great. He's rolling rocks.
Takes 19 points of
Holy shit.
damage as I think Bastion wrests some of his own smoke from him.
Yeah.
And then just starts shoving it down his face.
Hell yes. It's choking on his own smoke.
Bastion got a 15 on the saving throw.
15 is fail.
Fail.
So you will have disadvantage on your next saving throw.
Okay.
He looks towards Cherie, who casts that light spell. And
Sacred Flame, my friend.
Sacred Flame. And
You like that.
You just feel like this dark energy flow from him and towards you as he tries to drain you. It is a attack spell as well. Come on. 14 to hit.
On my armor class?
Yeah. I'm
That's
guessing
a miss. That's a woof.
a whiff. Fails. However, he is going to, in this moment, decide to use some of his legendary actions.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that's always been fun.
That doesn't
What a legend
sound
and an extra legend.
realistic. Why would he do that now?
Right.
Gah.
I'm just reading through
He
these because
sounds
there's
scared to me.
100 of these.
He's panicking.
He is panicking. Look at me sweating over
In
there.
a 30-foot
he can't even
cone,
decide what to do.
which I think is everybody. Maybe not Sküggi. Everybody but Sküggi. In this 30-foot cone,
I think it would only hit either Ophelie or I.
you guys are right in front
we
of
were
him.
flanking.
Yeah, we're in
We'd
melee.
moved
Oh, you're
Yeah,
flanking.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll say he aims it at Bastion.
Makes sense.
Wait. No, he's not going to aim it at Bastion. He's going to name it at Ophi and Cherie and Maydor. So
Oh,
Bastion...
I went home.
he just packed
I'm
it
having
up.
a poop right now.
Yeah.
He exhales what looks to be like pure emptiness as it just pours out and spews onto the ground. I need each of the creatures in this area to make a Constitution saving throw.
23.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
21.
Success.
19.
Damn it, you all make it. All right. All of the creatures save. He is going to use his last legendary action to, for this turn, to fly 30 feet straight up into the air.
Would we get
Opportunity attacks.
Only you two.
Melee.
Only you two, because you're in melee.
What? That's bullshit.
You weren't in melee.
No, I'm just saying. I just like saying daddy.
phenomenal? Because Ophelie took Warcaster last level up, she's going to cast Toll the Dead on him.
Okay.
And since he's taken damage, that means he will be taking 3d12.
3d12.
Boom.
Jeez.
Come on,
For
12.
96 points of damage.
I rolled 117.
Bastion got a 17 to hit.
That
Does
one's
that do
cocked. Confirmation. Oh, yeah, you're
Oh, I forgot to add my pool dice. I'll use that one. 17. Let me check, because he actually shifts when he drains and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, you do.
Great.
13 points of damage.
So do I.
How much damage?
13.
13.
And he takes an additional 11.
Okay.
And because your boy's a sentinel, he can't move.
Wait, but he's in air.
Yeah, but he's
He was
stuck.
starting to
He's taking
go
off,
up
and
when
his
he
speed
hit.
becomes zero.
Like he can't
He's
take
like,
off.
his speed is reduced. Rod.
Ah, son of a bitch. I hate you guys. This is so fun.
Somebody stick the immovable rod in him.
That's a good idea.
I'd like to remind you that my
Suppository.
baddie didn't get a single hit in the final battle last time.
Fair. Did mine even do any damage yet? Is
Yes,
anybody
yeah.
got
Yeah,
it?
you've
Okay.
done some
Ophi took some.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
phew.
lots.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Don't get worked up.
He's doing great.
Yeah, he's doing
Doing
awesome.
so
I'm
good.
so scared.
You're okay, champ. You're doing all right. So proud
We die
of
now.
you.
Maydor, you are up finally.
32 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cocked.
Eh,
And a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, first one we're gonna do 1d10. This one, yeah. So that's 13 points on the first one,
Okay.
and on the second one it's 17 points.
Okay.
I'm gonna put what the fuck's that thing called? The D6 into there. Another 5 points added to that, and then I'm gonna,
Jeez.
in the spells, I am gonna add my lightning arrow. Give me a dex save of 12.
Fail.
Fail. 4d8s.
Jesus. Rolled a 4 on his dex. Makes sense. You just froze him in place.
Does that mean I should have had advantage? Nah, I guess.
Nah. I think it's just his movement.
Yeah, he's moving. He's not
He's
prone
not
or
actually
anything.
like,
Yeah, he just can't move.
immobilized.
Yeah.
And so that's another 15, 16 points of damage in there as well.
Holy shamoly.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, wait a second though. And now my dog runs up. I think my dog's about, 20 feet away from him?
Yep. Yeah, because of the jump.
It's a super dog. It can fly.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's
So it's on the ground. He can fly.
it's going to be a 19 to hit.
Okay.
Yep.
Because Bastion kept him from flying.
Flying dog.
Then
Little propeller. That's his little bow tie.
Yeah. Yeah.
another 12 points of damage from the dog. He's just hanging off his ball sack right now.
That's a good looking dog. Good boy.
I hate dogs. More of a cat guy.
No dogs in the underworld.
Back to the top of the round. Sküggi, you're up.
That's because all dogs go to heaven.
Couple things. So he's still in melee of these
Yep.
two?
Yeah.
And is he a larger creature, would you say?
Bigger than standard. So, like if we were medium, he's large. He's
okay.
not giant.
That's what I thought.
So bigger than
Okay,
Cherie.
So never mind that.
Yes.
He's Sküggi's just gonna do as usual.
Slightly.
2 arrow attack. Where's all my dice? Oh, they're right here. 2 arrows, thump, and they are 29 something and 14.
14 misses.
So that one's gonna get his 1d8 plus 5. It's just 6 points on that.
Okay.
And then he's gonna send in his birds to pick out his eyeballs. And that's gonna give him another 3 points of damage there.
Okay.
Wow, Sküggi's just chopping him up.
Everybody is, honestly, just little bits at a time or a lot at a time.
Do I have anything
It all
else?
counts.
I can't use that because you guys are in the way. Yeah. Okay, that's all.
All right. Bastion, you are about to act when he turns towards you and says, "Enough, Bastion. Your debt." He sticks out his hand and twists towards the gate and pulls. And what comes out is 2 figures. Opal and your wife. We had a deal. You must now act on it or be destroyed. Turn to your friends and show them what that hammer can do. And he essentially puts his hand over you and puppeteers you to attack your character, your teammates. I'll get you to roll a d4 unless you want to decide who you attack.
Oh, it's a D4.
D4. So before you roll it, 1 is Ophi, and then we'll go left or to the right. So 1, 2, 3,
Sküggi's
4.
5, yeah.
Yeah.
2.
Oh, Sküggi.
Ouch. Really winging it.
All right, you're up. Make an attack.
Oh yeah, right.
Are we back at the top of the round?
Well, yeah, because Sküggi, he's taking over Bastion's turn.
No, perfect. I was trying to figure out where we were at for reactions
Yeah.
and stuff.
Sorry, I just got to unearth all my bad dice. One of those is a crit fail,
Oh, come on.
but don't worry. The other one's a 24 and a
hits.
25.
Oh, yeah, so does that one.
And remember, you need to use your molten hammer for this one.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, buddy.
And Sküggi's up on a pillar.
It was nice knowing you, Sküggi.
That's fine.
This is
Interesting.
Yeah.
This is true.
Maybe I'll fall right in the porthole. The porthole? The porthole. The portal.
Yeah, do you want me to use the molten hammer attack on it, or because those were 3 melee attacks, so I got to bridge the distance if he's up there.
Doesn't the hammer have range on it? It's a molten thing?
The molten thing does, but that's only a single attack.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean-
you're the puppet master.
yeah.
I guess he wouldn't get. I mean, all right, we rolled the dice, but he wouldn't make you attack someone you can't reach. That doesn't make sense.
So
to
the
me.
molten, if it's a 15-foot cone,
Yeah.
then he could probably bridge that.
Okay.
But I would assume,
How about-
depending on how high, or we can just roll again and see if he picks someone else.
Nah. Let's just stick with it. You choose
Yeah, let's stick with
Sküggi.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's instead
let's stick with it.
you
I
attack
got
the
lots of
pillar,
experience, fine.
and if you do high enough damage, it's going to crumble, and Sküggi is going to fall, giving you the opportunity to do the rest of the attacks. I will say that the damage it needs to take down a pillar is reasonably 20.
Okay, it is 10 to... He gets 20 exactly.
20 exactly. Okay, so that's one attack used.
That's 2. That's with both of those attacks.
Oh, both of the attacks.
Yeah,
Okay,
that-
so now he's toe to toe
'Cause then there
for
was
the
the-
lava.
Because he rolled 3 attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a crit fail on one.
Right.
And then the others were upper. So those 2 attacks that hit are
Okay.
the ones that hit.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it brings down Sküggi, but you have no more attacks.
I have no more attacks.
Okay. Ophi, you are up.
Shit, I do.
Oh.
I've got a reactive strike.
Oh,
So if he was going all in, he would do the reactive attack as well.
okay. Let's do it.
I didn't react.
He did.
Yeah, it's an 18 on the dice.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Can I uncanny dodge?
Yes, we already established that you're allowed to do this. So explain to everybody what this is.
Ophelie, instead of moving out of danger, is going to move into danger and take the damage.
She's allowed to do it out of turn.
Young love.
That's her reaction.
I can do stuff out of turn 2.
We know.
It's 19 points of damage.
Okay, 19 to you, Ophi. All right. Speaking of Ophi, it is now your turn. You let me down, Bastion.
Is Bastion sort of being puppeteered, but of his own mind? Can she tell?
Yeah. Yeah, he's forcefully using his abilities, but is still Bastion.
Okay. I don't think that Ophelie can hit Bastion.
Fucking do it.
I can't, and she's gonna move in on Big Bad Evil, and she's gonna do her 3 attacks.
Okay.
I think she's hoping that if she does if she does enough damage, the puppeteering will stop.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 20-something to early 20s.
Yep.
That's going to be a 28 or 27.
These are damage versus hit.
This is just to hit.
Okay, all those hit so far.
And that's going to be an 18.
Okay, all 3 hit. This dude is looking really messed up already, unfortunately.
6, 9, 14, 18, 19, 25, 30, 32. And then 10. And then 14.
So 32, 10, and 14.
54.
And he's surrounded by booming energy.
This is not looking good. This is not looking good. Okay. You approach Bastion for a moment, raise your weapons, then step around him and attack the Devouring Will, who is now looking very weak, barely able to hold on to Bastion, but still doing so only just. Cherie, you can tell that if there was ever a moment to pull out all the stops, now is it.
No pressure.
Cherie is going to cast darkness on Bastion.
Ooh, I like it. Bastion, oof. In darkness, you cannot see a thing. And I think that radius would cover also the Devouring Will. Or are you going to move it just out of range?
Just
so
out of
sort
range.
of like
Just out of range, so he can't be seen.
Okay, Bastion can't be seen, but
Bastion cannot
okay.
be seen.
Sounds good.
So that is. So that's darkness, and then I guess I get an attack with that, or
Well, that's a spell.
As a spell.
So you would still have a move action, but you said you have 2 actions.
do you have 2 actions?
Yeah,
So,
so
I'm
you-
going to take. I'm going to take my crossbow out.
Okay.
I'm going to fire my crossbow
Okay.
and see if I can hit
Let's do it.
Devouring Will. And do I if I use my smite? Can I use my smite?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If I hit him, let's see. Let's pick 1d10. If I hit him,
He goes next.
all right. I know. So that is I think that's a 2 on the dice
To hit or damage?
to hit.
Definitely not.
He was just checking though.
Can I use my luck to reroll?
Absolutely. That's what luck is for.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that.
Nat 20, nat 20.
Come on,
Crit, 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 crit.
So that is 8 and 5. It's probably 13.
Nope. Miss. Oh. Cherie desperately
you have any
tries
more luck?
to make more attacks and has.
Maybe,
Yeah, you can use them stacked, I
maybe
believe.
just bear
Yep.
with me for 1 sec here.
Is it once per round? or
Used
you
one
No, no.
before.
No, I
and
think
then
you
used
can
one
use
just
them-
now.
Yeah.
Use 2.
So you've used 2.
No, that was my last one.
Damn.
It is the Devouring Will's turn.
Fuck.
It is weak, hunched over, turns towards you. I need you now more than ever. As he reaches out and turns his hand and pulls towards, I need everybody to make me the con saves again to see if you help your good friend, the Devouring Will.
Including myself?
You are going to roll with disadvantage, Bastion.
23 for Ophelie.
Success.
8.
Fail. 100 shards.
28.
Wait, hold on.
13.
13's fail. What was Cherie?
28.
Okay, so succeed. So Sküggi, Maydor,
It's so annoying. It's a natural 20, but then 15.
And then Bastion also fails. So 300 soul shards collectively. As you can see, he becomes somewhat bolstered from this. He turns towards Ophelie this time.
The big damager.
And reaches out his hand, which turns into this large claw and goes to rake you with it. Natural 1. Are you fucking kidding me?
Does that mean it gets you damage to him?
You can roll damage to him.
Yeah.
Only because I rolled a natural 1. And if
Nice.
you defeat him because of this stupid roll, I'm going to freak out.
Go big.
He did heal a little bit.
11 points of damage.
No.
There was a moment where
There was
like
a
I thought I saw a vein.
If he hadn't healed.
Does he move at all?
No, he hasn't moved yet. He
I mean, he swiped.
fails, but goes to swipe you again. That's a 2. No, it's a 7 plus 11, 18.
That will hit.
All right. 3d8 plus 4. 8 and 4 is 12. Plus 4 is 16.
Damage? Yeah.
Yep. And then he is going to use the memory drain on what's it?
I was trying to I was trying to get Sean's attention. Who's the top of the round? Sorry.
Very top is Sküggi.
Okay, perfect. And then is Devouring Will?
It's
Devouring Will,
Sküggi
Maydor, Sküggi's top.
Okay, sorry. I was trying to figure out where we're at. Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out
we're
if we had a
almost,
reaction.
we're almost at the bottom.
Yeah.
Here.
Do not have a reaction.
He's going to use the memory drain, I think, on Cherie this time.
What? Why Cherie? She's just like innocent. She did nothing.
Terrible roll again. This guy's
Miss.
just 14.
Miss. It's a miss.
14?
Yeah, it's a miss. I had 18 hit points or 18 armor
Excuse me,
class.
miss.
Look at my shield. I'm ready to go.
Do you even have
She's in sharp. No.
Shardy shirt.
She's in her sharp position.
She's losing all his shards.
Okay, the
Ducks
last
under.
one. Okay, the 30-foot cone again. He's got one more of these. He's going to use it. The Void Breath. Who's in the 30-foot cone?
Not the void, but no, not me.
I think he would aim it towards Ophelie and Sküggi this time.
So you would hit Bastion then as well.
Oh, because you're standing right in front. Yeah.
Sküggi, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're in darkness.
I am in dark.
But he's
we
in
are-
front of Sküggi.
It's
and we
impenetrable.
were both in darkness.
Fair. I mean,
yes,
but
yeah.
it's an area effect
It's
spell.
absolutely giving you shit for no reason.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys need to make a Constitution saving throw. I'll just give a friendly reminder that Bastion and Ophelie, because of your previous failure.
I actually already had to do
I already
one
did mine with
because you made us do it.
advantage. Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Sorry.
Fine. Everybody roll. Everybody roll. Yeah.
What am I? Constitution.
Con save.
14 plus that is 19.
Success.
15.
Also 19.
Fail. Success. Bastion, you are going to take 10 d8 necrotic damage.
You just hear him laughing.
What?
Because he's like, fucked up, didn't you?
Shut up, Bastion.
Fuck you.
I'm working.
Poorly. I'm not stuck here with you. You're stuck here with me.
16, 17, 18, 24, 29, 31, 37.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's actually
nothing.
not too bad. I rolled really poorly on that.
And Bastion was fully healed from doing his stuff. He's like,
Oh, right.
what the hell was that? You're the worst patron ever.
Through the darkness,
hate
just
you.
a little middle finger pops up.
Maydor, he is weak. He's healed momentarily
Yep.
from these soul shards.
Yada.
Has tried to kill all of you, including your little dog.
What?
Oh, yeah.
And
What
your crush.
are you going to do about it?
Well, and Cherie too.
First of all,
Oh, and Cherie.
Oh, yeah, and her.
Yeah.
so I'm gonna do the attack with my dog first.
Okay.
Dog tack.
That's gonna be a 16.
Fail.
Okay, and now I'm gonna do my 2 attacks. Oh, I'm gonna use. What is it?
Use reroll.
One of them's 19,
Hits.
and I'm gonna use luck to reroll my other one.
Okay.
And that one's going to be 23.
Okay, both hit.
Okay, so we got...
This could do it, depending on your damage.
We got one. Fuck. It's 8 points of damage on the first one.
Okay.
And we've got 13 points on damage on the other one, but I'm going to use Hunter's Mark on that, which gives us 14 points of damage, and I'm going to add the lightning to it, which you got to make me a save of 12.
Saves.
Okay, you're going to take half this damage. Come on.
The dice are not playing nice on that one.
Tell me about it.
16. Where'd the other one go? Oh, 16. So that was 22 halved.
11.
11.
Let me just do...
And I'm going to put another... Can I put another Hunter's Mark? I'll give my last Hunter's Mark into that first shot as well.
Oh, you can only do it once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
However...
Long dramatic pause.
As the portal's energy swirls and the Devouring Will is drawn back, Ellie steps forward, her voice urgent but steady. We have to steal the portal now to bind him here. She looks, glancing around at each of you. One of us must become the gatekeeper.
I'm doing it.
She gestures towards the portal, where a faint glow of an outline of someone's hand appears. I'm just going to switch. I guess we can keep the intense narrative for now. Bastion, as you approach, she steps in front of you. I understand the sacrifice you want to make. Let me stay in your stead. Let me be the gatekeeper. I will be bound here forever. Yes. But maybe there's a chance for me to be saved after all. Varric holds me here. He is on the material plane. If you can break our bounds, our binds, maybe I can be freed.
If you go back, will you be alive again, like them?
I don't know if I can go back because of Varric.
Then we'll find him.
We promise.
She reaches out
We'll find him.
to put her hand towards the shrine. Does anybody stop her?
Not Sküggi.
She's just a child. But what if she can't be saved on the other side either?
We'll come back for her.
Bastion can't do it. He goes in.
You go in?
Yeah. Sorry, I can't let the other one go.
The portal convulses.
He's in darkness.
It's been released. The portal convulses, screaming like a rift in the earth as the Devouring Will is dragged inch by inch towards its spiraling heart. Splinters of stone, stray weapons, even loose thoughts are ripped from the air and swallowed by the void. Darkness claws at anything that might anchor it. But every heartbeat yanks the creature closer to exile. At that moment, Bastion steps forward and presses a palm into the blazing sigil hovering on the thresholds. A concussion of radiance pulses outward. Every earthly trinket and burden on Bastion's body vaporizes into glimmering dust that whirls away on the cyclone. In their place, a mantle of pale, luminous cloth unfurls, threaded with faint silver runes that pulse like a heartbeat. I'm just going to switch the music here real quick. I wish I had it prepared.
Slay.
Pause for dramatic effect. Columns of light knit together around the Devouring Will, snapping shut in a brilliant cage. The entity lets out a howl of fury and raw hunger as the cage locks and drags it through the vortex. The instant its echoing roar is cut short, the portal steadies, reshaping into clear, tranquil doorway that thrums with restrained power. Silence settles, heavy but calm. The new gatekeeper feels an ancient lock turn deep within their spirits. An unbreakable bond to this threshold, a duty. While beyond the doorway, the wider world now lies open, waiting for those who choose to step through and claim whatever future comes next. Opal and, remind me your wife's name.
Tana.
Tana, step forward. Dad, you did it. I don't mean me. Sure, me too, but... And she looks over and points at Ellie, whose spirit now is almost being extracted from the body that she had been shelled in here. She was unaware of the gesture that needed to be made in order for Varric's bond to actually be broken from her. She now metaphysically steps out of that skin, and you see a pure, happy, healthy Ellie standing before you.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
I don't know what to say.
I don't either.
She just wraps her arms around you.
Yeah, it
and
just gets
begins to sob.
Biggest bear hug and just hugest ugly cry.
I have one piece of bad news. The deal you made with the Devouring Will was for two spirits to leave. You and Opal. That was your agreement. That pact is sealed. The names do not matter. The spirits, the living is what matters. She looks at Opal and Tana. I'm sorry you have to make that choice.
Ophelie steps forward and puts her hand on Opal's shoulder.
And then Bastion sort of gestures to Tana, gives her a bit of a nod.
Tana, with completely understanding eyes, looks at you. At least we'll be able to spend some more time together.
She's in good hands.
I believe that. As she looks over the rest of the crew. I've never seen you before like this, Bastion. This is the man I married.
Sorry it took so long.
We were waiting. We never gave up. We knew you'd get there.
Thank you.
Thank you. She gives Opal the biggest hug, as well as Ellie, and then moves to the rest of the crew and stands behind Bastion and puts her hand on his shoulder.
Bastion will go up to Opal, give her a big squeeze. This is Ophi. Listen to her. This is Sküggi. He's very wise. This is Cherie. Learn all that you can. She's very kind. This is Maydor. He will protect you as if you were his own.
She nods. I will. I'm going to miss you.
Grow up. Have a life.
I'll do good. I'll make you proud. I promise.
I love you, sweetie.
I love you too, Dad.
We've got her.
I know.
I know a lovely village that I think we'll do pretty good in.
And then he's going to do like a quick little earmuffs. No murder around her, please. Just
Until she's old enough to do it
until
herself.
she's old enough and knows how it works. But just give her a couple years.
We will try.
Opal takes Ellie's hand, and the two of them look back at all of you and Bastion and take you all in and turn towards the portal and walk through it.
Cherie would follow.
Till next time, friend.
See you around.
I'll put my cape back on.
Hate to watch you leave, but I love to see you go.
And I just walk through the portal. Yeah.
Ophelie would take out one of her hatchets and she'd say, just something to remember us by. Till the next time we come through, eh?
Bastion will take his hat off and put it on Ophi's.
Thanks. And then she'll head out.
Well, sir, I don't know what to say. We never got to know each other too much, but
Just make sure when you're talking to Scotty next, see where she takes you. But know that you've got something good next to you and have had for a long time.
I appreciate that. And I think there's a good chance we'll be back at some point.
Well, I was absolute shit at running a village in Barovia, but maybe I can be a little bit better at kicking ass in hell.
I'm sure you will.
See you around.
See you.
And then Bastion will sort of step back from the portal, holding Tana's hand, and presumably watch it close.
The group of everybody else step into the pale radiance and feel gravity soften, as though the world itself is exhaling. Sound falls away, color blurs into rolling gold. For a moment there is only weightless drift. Then the light thins and the ground settles beneath your boots. You stand beneath now an open sky that feels both familiar and impossibly new. Morning air carries the scent you'd half forgotten. Wet earth after rain, distant hearth smoke, blossoms just beginning to stir. Somewhere a lark calls, bright and different to all that came before. Behind you, the shining door now contracts to a single silver spark and then winks out, leaving only a memory and the calm figure of Bastion keeping silent watch. The long road through ash and sorrow is finished. Scars remain, but so does possibility. Ahead lies every place you ever loved and every path you never walked. Take a breath. Feel the world turn. In which direction will you take your next step? And that concludes the campaign. However, I do want to hear the epilogue of everybody, where they go from here. You've now landed back in the material plane. The options have been presented to you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to shut up, and everybody else can have a moment to describe what they imagine their character does next.
I think as soon as Maydor gets through the portal and sees Ophi come through, we've got a pact, young lady.
We do. I just gotta get these kids somewhere safe first.
Of course, as soon as that's done, we've got a dad to go kill.
Absolutely.
Let's go do it. And I think that would probably be like us maybe going off and doing something like in the future after, like, obviously the kids are...
Totally.
Go look after the kids first, right? Make sure they're in bed.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Cherie. Cherie, her father's waiting for her at home on the farm. And she would start heading. She would, talk about Opal living on the farm. And it being a great place. Like Cherie, that's where she grew up. She learned a lot there. She learned a lot about cooking, learned a lot about like being on the farm, raising animals, and the business of running a farm. So she would say if there's a safe place for her to be, she'd be with me. She'd be with Papa.
Do you want to taking them both together, Opal and Ellie?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think Bastion would probably like that.
We've got some stuff to finish as well that they probably wouldn't be best to be around, so
We can come and visit, and I'd like to send money as well to help.
I send my dog with you guys. The one with the bow tie.
Cool.
So I think it's good for the girls to grow up with a dog that basically doesn't die. So
Cherie would put the girls on the dog.
yeah. Okay. He's a big dog, so
Cute.
I wrote a little epilogue, but I'm not going to read it. I'll just sort of explain. So we came away with the Frostveil pendant that Sküggi and Ophelie had been chasing, but it's been destroyed when we fought whoever that guy was.
Malachar.
So they would go... Sküggi's plan would be to return back to his village of Yordheim to find it in its winter state that the curse had fallen upon the village, and hopefully have an opportunity to spend some time with Scotty and figure out a plan of how they're going to recover this pendant, get the magic imbued back into it. As he, with Ophi, approaches the village, he actually sees, and this is his first time being back since he left 10 years ago. It's not, in fact, cursed in a winter state. The fields are full. The goats are running around. The kids are in the streets playing, and he figures out that Scatty is not, in fact, Scatty. But when his uncle was murdered and the pendant was originally taken, Scatty, who was, this was another semi-god, someone ascending towards godness, decided to play a little game with Sküggi's soul. So basically put this curse more or less on him to put him on this mission and just have a play toy for the next little while. So, yeah. He is, I guess, left figuring out who he is and what matters and how he's going to continue forward without having this mission that's been his entire life. Yeah.
I think I would probably stay with you guys too. I mean, essentially, I'm hired by so
Right.
So, but also we have things to do. So I think
Yeah.
we would probably all stick together, I'd imagine.
I think Ophelie would convince Maydor that we should try and get Sküggi back to the village first. And
Yeah.
get everything settled before we go and repay our debts and we get back.
A much lighter Maydor would definitely
Yeah.
agree to that at this point. He's been through a lot, so.
And when they get there and everything's back to normal and Sküggi's starting to talk about whatever his next thing is, Ophelie would say no. And she would tell him, I've spent the last decade chasing after you, throwing pieces of myself into your bonfire, trying to keep you alight. And I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know even if I've got tinder left to restart mine. And I realized down there, back there, wherever, that I'm not your first choice. And that's fine, because I love you for who you are. And I love you for that passion, and I love you for your dedication and your loyalty. But I can't be your second choice anymore. And even if you changed your mind now, that would just haunt me. So I'm gonna go off. Maydor and I are gonna go do our thing. I got some unfinished business there, and then maybe I'll go spend some time with Cherie and the kids. And it's not goodbye. I just need to figure out who I am without you as the tether. But I do love you, and I needed to say that.
I don't think I agree with your view of it, but I understand it. And I think I probably also need to figure out who I am without you and without Sküggi. Or if I am.
Well, how about this? Do you remember that tavern right before we met Thorn last time?
Mm-hmm.
This day a year from now, I'll meet you for a drink and you can tell me about your journey and I'll tell you about mine. We'll see where we're at.
I'd like that.
All right. It's not a date. I mean, obviously but it's a...
But it could be.
Yeah, but no promises right now.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
So just a thought that I think Cherie would send a courier, and she would send a note to Sküggi.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say a box of wings.
She's gonna send him her ring.
Oh.
And she's gonna sign it to make amends. And then just to make up for what was taken.
Your ring of spell control or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's got like an extra 6 spell slots.
Something like that, yeah.
Damn.
So
beautiful.
Maydor stops wearing chaps. He's grown up a bit.
Everyone grieves.
As everybody takes their new positions in life and the sun begins to set, Ophi, you're walking out of this village feeling torn after having that discussion with Sküggi. And you crest over a hill, and there's a figure standing there waiting for you. It's Sküggi. She stands and waits for you to approach. I must say, I'm impressed.
Are you?
I am. He didn't need power, wings. He didn't need something to give him purpose. He already had all of that. What he needed was love. Sometimes hard love. Don't we all?
Yeah.
I have something for you. Something you worked hard for. You both did. I think it's best fitting that it belongs to you. I hope that you will keep it as a memory, something to cherish, whatever decision you make going forward. And she reaches into her cloak and presents you a little box.
I think Ophelie, she takes it and she says, "Thank you, my lady. I think I'll keep it with me. I think he's got some learning to do without it for a bit."
I agree.
And she puts it on and tucks it under her tunic.
All right. You now have a perfectly put together and energized Frostveil pendant.
And I also actually legitimately have a 3D printed Frostveil pendant.
All right.
Did you make me some chaps or?
No, I didn't. I guess that's a wrap, everybody.
Well, that was easy.
Thanks for playing Underworld.
Thank you, Gavin.
It was
amazing.
Pleasure.
That was phenomenal. I fucking wept at the end. Ooh.
Jeepers.
And Sean, my God, dude.
I guess we'll see you on the other side. We'll do a Tales from the Table next. And then up after that is Russ's first ever campaign with us, Dragonheart. For one.
Dagger.
Or Daggerheart. Whichever we decide.
What did I say?
And also, it's not called Daggerheart, but
Isn't it Daggerheart?
well, we're using Daggerheart.
Oh, we're using Daggerheart. I know.
Yeah.
I don't want to use the campaign name.
Well, can I say the campaign name?
You can say the campaign
Absolutely.
name.
Because I don't know
Let's
how
hear
to say it.
Yeah.
The campaign name is An Unfortunate Use of Magic.
That's the campaign title.
Yeah.
Nice. I love it.
Oh, that's funny. 'Cause the Discord says,
An unfortunate use of magic. I love it. All right.
Perfect.
Well, stay tuned.
Dun,
We'll see you
dun,
for the next campaign. Thanks for listening.
Adventurers, grab your weapons. But first, kiss your kin. The wild's call.